Hello, hello, welcome. Hi everyone, it's Alice. Once again, today I am streaming, and today I'm going to stream something that I am very passionate about. An old comic that has been one of my favorites for a very long time, The Mask. And before that, I'd like you to see my new, well, I wouldn't say new, but I made a pretty, I would say pretty swanky background themed on comic books for today's stream, just for today's stream. From now on, whenever I'm going to do a comic book stream where I read comics, I am going to use this theme or something similar where you can see lots of comic books related art and background. Like, look at my comments chat box. It's a speech bubble. So, once again, hi, I am Alice, and I am a VTuber. Oh my gosh, that's so awkward. I'm still very nervous about this. I don't know what to say. So, as usual, if there's any problems with audio, with lagging, especially with audio, because I keep having problems with that. I'm not very good at adjusting my my mic and also my filters. I may need to buy a mic boom arm. I think that's what they called it, so that I could put it very closely to my mouth. Right now my mic is like it's a bit far away from my mouth. There's not much space, so I'm supposed to put it like quite close to my mouth for better audio, but I couldn't. So maybe I will consider investing in a boom arm one day, but for now, I'm just starting testing the waters with streaming, so I don't think I would like to invest that much. I think my mic is fine for now. Before, I used to use just my phone as a mic. My old phone. Anyways, yeah, any problems with the stream, please comment about it. And I think, yeah, on my YouTube, Brother Rain, thank you for dropping by, and good luck on your test. Yeah? Good luck on your test. I hope you do well, and I hope you pass with flying colors. And that is all the preamble for today. Let us move on straight to the comics. Okay, another thing. I just said enough of the preamble, but here I am saying more stuff. What I am doing right now, I am not very sure if I might get a the dreaded copyright strike. Yeah? But if I do, then I will have to take down the stream and the VOD on YouTube. But I hope nothing like that will happen. Seriously, I consider this, transformative content. So logically, I shouldn't be bonked for copyright strike for that, right? But you never know. Because everybody is copyright strike happy nowadays. So what can you do? Excuse me? Alright, let's go! Wow. Alright. Here we are. Okay, as you can see, next to what is it? It is your left, yes. On your left, no wait, yes, on your left and on my right is what you can see. What we are going to do today for today's stream, the Mask Omnibus. Well, this is the omnibus version, but this is the Mask comic. So today, we're going to go to a few chapters where I will talk and comment and explain what happens in every chapter that we are going to read today. So a bit of a preamble before we begin reading. So The Mask is originally a comic by these two guys. Okay, you can't really see them. But let me okay. As you can see here, The Mask is originally a comic created by I'm so sorry if I cannot pronounce your names properly, Mr. Arcudi and I cannot pronounce, but Mr. John and Doug. So they created The Mask originally back in 1991, and the idea was to make a superhero that was both comical and frightening. So the mask, in short, it grants the users superhero powers. Okay, superpowers, superhero. It grants the wearer superpowers, and they become completely immortal. Okay, impervious to any injury. They do not feel pain, and they are nearly immortal. I think they're completely immortal. Yes, they can be injured, and they can get tired and exhausted. But when they wear the mask, you cannot kill them, and their powers are like comical. They can like make create things out of nowhere and all that, but at the cost of their sanity. So that is the original Mask comics. But in 1994, Dark Horse, the publishers of the Mask, I think, well, the finer details escape me, but a movie of the Mask was made around that time, 1994, if I am not mistaken, and it stars Jim Carrey as the titular the Mask. And that movie, it got very, very popular, and that's why that's how a lot of people knew about the Mask. Okay, very few people, apparently not many people knew the quite gory origins of the Mask. The original comic is actually very, very violent, but the movie that got it popular was something very funny, very goofy, very a feel good movie. You know, a feel good movie that you can watch with the entire family. And after the Mask got popular because of that movie, they made animated cartoons of the Mask. I think, yeah, there's an animated cartoon for it, as well as a comic version of that cartoon, which is, you know, cute and goofy and completely different from what we are reading right now. But today I would like to talk about and read about the original The Mask, which I find, as I've said in my tweet, I find super, super fun. It is very, very fun. Very, very fun. And I am excited to read about it on stream and to show to people. Yeah? So let's go ahead. And we have the cover. Oh man, that is so cool. I mean, when you see the cover, you already can guess, okay, what this is gonna be about. Oh, I love the art. It is amazing. It's just beautiful. Oof, man. All right, moving on. The Mask. Okay, and you can see the comics here. Blur in the background in purple color. Purple color. Okay, that is the starting of the comic. Okay, The Mask Omnibus. No, volume 1. Okay, can't really be seen here unless I make it tinier. But ito, shimatta. Oh my gosh. Oh, oh dear. Okay, okay. There you go. There you go. There you go. Let's make it a bit bigger. This is a double cover spread, I think, which is why you can't really see it. But I'll make it tinier so that we can see it. There you go. This is the double cover spread. So, okay, and we have okay, I'll get near to my mic. We have a very, very cool art in the middle of this, and it is just amazing. Look at that. There's a bomb inside this pie, and he's gonna put it in your face, and he's gonna like it. Well, we are not gonna like it, but he's gonna enjoy it, every moment of it. Nice, right? This is just gorgeous. I love this kind of comic art. It's so beautiful. Okay. Okay, script, John Arcudi. I think. Alright, Doug, I cannot pronounce. I'm so sorry. Alright, now we start. Are it's off center. What the heck? Okay. Now we start our comics. Okay. I'm going to show you some parts that I'm going to show you some parts. Put emphasis. So, The Mask. Okay, this is the original first issue of The Mask, titled Who's Laughing Now? And here we see our protagonist. Alright, our protagonist, his name is Stanley Ipkiss. And in the movie with Jim Carrey, he he is the protagonist, all right? Stanley is the protagonist in the movie as well. But in the movie, he gets a very happy ending, all right? He overcomes his cowardice, to put it lightly, and he gets with the girl, and then he lives basically sort of a happily ever after. He gets his happy ending. He also had a dog, if I'm not mistaken. But in the comics, Stanley doesn't get a happy ending. Stanley's life is very sad, to put it lightly. So let's go. So in this scene, as you can see, there'll be $135 with the tax, and we don't do no gift wrapping. Yeah, that's the one. That's fine. If you could just give me a small box for it, that'd be great. It might start raining again. So Stan, right now, this is the mask, alright? It looks completely different, right? From the covers. But this is how the mask originally looks like. It is made out of jade, if I'm not mistaken. So Stanley, he's buying this mask as a gift for his girlfriend. They kind of fought a few days back, so this is his way of making up to her. Alright. So right after Stanley bought the gift, okay, as you can see, that's his car. Splitch! Gee, I guess it stopped raining for good. Splitch! Hey! You bleep 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 pile of bleep bleep bleeps. I just washed this car! Oh my god, I can understand that feeling. But for me, it was birds. Always birds, aye. Okay, so as you can see, this guy, he doesn't have it easy. Lots of bad things keep happening to him. Ah, it's my own fault. I should have never taken this baby out after it rains. Still, those guys don't own the streets. I guess courtesy isn't on their agenda. Tap tap. Huh? Excuse me, sir, but if I'm not mistaken, you just called us a blip 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 pile of blip blip blip. Is that not correct? Well, okay, so in this scene we see that these are the hooligans who who dirtied his car, and then they came back to beat him up. God, this looks awful. I imagine you'll think twice before slandering the butchers again. Oof, perhaps even thrice. Ah ha 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 ha. Okay, I cannot do the menacing laughter, I am so sorry. But you can see here that he gets beaten up by a bunch of thugs who not only dirty his car, but who call themselves the butchers. Gangs. So as you can see here, Stanley doesn't have a good life. You know, I mean, what kind of normal guy could fight like 3-4 guys at once? Jeez. Pisses me off just to see this thing, you know, I hate it. I mean, I don't hate the comment, I just hate the thugs. They're just awful. As munches. Munches. So Stanley, unable to do anything, could only fantasize beating them back up. Which is what we all do, actually. Honestly, if the same thing happens to me, I wouldn't be able to do anything. And I'm pretty sure that even if I, call the cops about it, yeah, I mean, I can make a report and they can accept the report, but at the end of the day, they're not going to be able to do much about it, you know? Because they're not, like, bodyguards or anything. So, here, this scene, this part, okay, you can see, I find it very significant because his entire face and his entire body is darkening. You know, it shows his suppressed fury. Alright? And this is the mask. So, the mask is like an entity that can sense people's desire for vengeance, and it thrives on that, you know? It pushes us. It tells us to take revenge. So, right now, Stanley, he is going upstairs to an apartment, and he's clicking the doorbell. This is his girlfriend's apartment. And as he walks, he doesn't stop fantasizing, beating up the thugs. Going as far as, thinking that, oh, I'm going to burn them with a flamethrower. And shooting them. Boom, headshot. I understand him deeply. And then suddenly, so what are you waiting for? Let's go waste the Nazis. The mask was talking to him. But you know, Stanley thought he was hallucinating, so he's like, wow, I must be really upset. Better get a grip. He doesn't think the mask talks, but that's obvious. I mean, if we were in his shoes, we would say the same thing to ourselves. Yeah? So, oh, it's you. Nice, Catherine. Real nice. Well, it's not like you've been real nice to me the last few weeks. So this is Catherine, Stanley's girlfriend. And right now we don't see it, but she will become a very important character later on. Look, I'm sorry about last Thursday. I know I've been bad, but I'm trying to make amends. I brought you something. You know, Stanley, you can't solve all problems with a gift. I'm a little more complex than that. Oh, really, Kathy? Catherine, Katie, what kind of present? Ooh, it's beautiful. You can't afford this. It got a little muddy when I've been gaga over this since I first saw it downtown. Come on, I just know the spot for it. Well, Katie, he was right. You can't be bought with a gift. There, the pride of my collection. Well, if you don't want me, at least you'll take my presents. And then Katie says, Stanley, don't say that. You know I really love you. But sometimes you make it so hard. These objects are constants, while you're so moody, always changing. Say, what happened to your face? And here we can see that Katie is an enthusiast and she likes to collect all these unique antiques. Well, I wouldn't call them antiques, but she likes unique stuff. And suddenly, okay, here, she realizes that, oh no, her boyfriend's face is injured. And then Stanley's like, honey, the last thing I want to do is fight with you if we... Wah! And then, no, we won't fight. Now you just lay back and show mama where it hurts. And they have their nice little scene together. So, they have reconciled. Hooray! And in the middle of the night, Stanley suddenly woke up. What time is it? Bathroom. So he walks to the bathroom. Is tomorrow Sunday or Monday? Well, I can't answer that for you, Stanley. And then as he walks into the bathroom, he sees the mask. The mask that Katie, as we can see here in the previous page, she puts it on her cabinet. But suddenly, it's in the toilet. Huh, how did it get there? Nobody knows. And then he was a bit angry. Geez, it's just a mask that I bought for Kate. She must have left it here to scare me. Well, let's see how she likes it. And then, everyone, this is the moment we've been waiting for. Stanley, alright? Stanley puts on the mask, just for the heck of it, alright? He plans to put it on and then scare her for a little prank. But this little prank turns into something much, much bigger. And the moment he puts on the mask, what the? As you can see, it seems to merge with his face and becoming the very beautiful, maniacal, comical, and terrifyingly deranged mask that we all see on the cover. And as you see from the bubbles here, okay? Stanley, even his outfit changed. And then you see here, the font here, it changes. Alright? Look at this part. Hee hee. Even his voice has changed. The font indicates that something about his voice has changed. And so Stanley is no more. It is the mask. The mask has come to play. And suddenly Stanley gains very, very inhuman powers. Gee, I feel pretty good. Hey, gutter pipe. It's just like in the comics. If I were in my right mind, I might wonder about all this. As it is, I don't even think this is my right head. And he's right about that. Something about the mask corrupts you from the inside. And changes you. And turns you insane. But with superpowers. So he climbs out of Katie's apartment. And then goes down. And this is where he begins his night out town. Boy, I bet I got all kinds of superpowers and stuff. Here goes nothing. Yeah, he does have superpowers, and we're going to see it. And then he runs into a few thugs. Son, you don't know what sort of powers you're dealing with. I don't want to have to hurt you. Well, I want to see you try. You leave me no choice. And then Stanley tries to punch him, but he misses. Ow! Oh! Uh-oh. Oh. As you can see, he bounces towards the streets, and a car comes running. Whoa! And he gets total. He becomes roadkill. And you can see here, those are tire marks. Okay, he's supposed to be alive. He's supposed to be dead, after running straight into a car like that. See if he's alive. See if we can help him. Aw, that's nice. And you see here the thugs are running away because they're afraid. But then, suddenly, he stands back up. Totally fine. Perfectly, normal. As if he has never been run by a car. Blah. He's fine, let's go. See, I knew I had amazing abilities. I must share these powers with mankind. Use them to protect and serve others in need. Protect and serve, huh? He wants to be a vigilante. But that's not what the mask wants. The mask wants mayhem. But first... Knock, knock, knock. Okay. First, Stan goes to the thugs that beat him up earlier today. They call themselves the Butchers, I think. So this is the Butcher's Lair. I think that's what they call themselves. Wait, let me go back. Yes. They are the Butchers, correct. Okay, let's go back. Okay, we are in the Butcher's Lair. And someone is knocking the door. And suddenly someone came in. Hey guys, this fruit here says we're making too much noise. Did you just call me fruit? Well, you're right. Smooch. And this is Stanley, the mask. He rips the skin of his disguise. And it's not, okay, you know what? It's not a disguise. It is literally skin. All the blood coming out. And then he beats the crap out of this guy. Boom. Well, it's not boom, it's crap. Bad move, man. You just trespass onto butcher territory. Alright, you see this? He's probably dead, even though he looks cute, but his head is bleeding. Oh, so you're into real estate, eh? Well, here's a couple of free H'ers. And then he beats the crap out of everyone. Don't tell me you get any girls with a face like that. With some zingers, I suppose. And wow, and he beats the crap out of them in the most violent way possible. This thing. He pulls the guy's nose out. And then he burns this dude inside out. Catch, Bobo. Boom. And then he materializes a gun out of nowhere. I wonder what this is for. Wow, I wonder what that's for. What do you think? Okay. Excuse me? Alright. Checking my chat. Alright. And then somebody shoots him. Boom, 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 boom. But he's alive. He's not dying. He has a hole in his chest. But he acts as if nothing has happened. And he doesn't feel any pain at all. Now I get it. And then he shoots this guy. Point blank. Waste some bullets into the dude. The dude needs some lead. And he's gonna give lead. This kind of looks like a butt crack. It probably is a butt crack. Hey, that was easy. Ta-ta for now, and thanks for the beer. And after beating up these people and killing them in the most gruesome way possible, disfiguring them, burning them inside out, shooting them dead, he burns the entire hideout. And there are people there. Some survivors, but none of them are brave enough to do anything about it. And so after enacting his vengeance, Stanley returns home. And right now, Kathy just woke up. Watch out, Stan, I'm coming in, ready or not. Kathy sees something horrifying in the bathroom, and she's shocked. But then suddenly, that horrifying visage disappears, and Stanley appears. Catherine, is there something wrong? Wrong? There's a monster in there. And then Stanley just says, monster, huh? I thought you weren't mad at me anymore. No, I mean it. I really saw some kind of monster in there. You must have been dreaming, that's all. I mean, if there had been a monster in there, don't you think I'd have noticed it? Is what Stanley says, and we can see he's hiding the mask from her. and a beer. The beer that he took from the guys in the butcher's at the butcher's lair. And then as he switched on the TV, we move on to several days later. And this is what Stan is doing. Stan has understood the power of the mask. And he's using it to become a hero. In his words, a vigilante. 7:10 a.m. I think it's not several days later. I think a few hours later, probably. Stan, do you want to go out for dinner tonight? Katie asks. Stan? Stan, can you hear me? So, here we see that Stan, he's making a list. These are all the people whom he wants to enact vengeance upon. So the first, biker butt munches. I can't curse for now. Can I already curse? It's already been 30 minutes. There's anyways, biker assholes, Tom Richmond, Melrose Seafood. Wow, is that a restaurant? Lois Winston, Yorkie Muffler. What is that? Mrs. Gazzo. Oh. I can't read this. Secretary McWhirter, I think? Louis Winston, 2 months before his death. Oh wait, yes, several days have passed. So he cuts up. So he makes a target of all the people that he wants to kill, and he kills them using the mask. Stan, what revenge means to me, and he has already changed. Before we see him as a cowardly, quiet and meek, bespectacled young man, but now he is, wow, he's putting the cosplay gear of a military man. Big man, aren't you? And he has changed into someone more violent, more aggressive. Would you shut the hell up? I'm trying to watch the news. Jeez. So he watches the news and he finds people who he thinks are corrupt, and he makes a list out of them and he kills them. And then after that, what did you say to me? Alright, as you can see, he bought it. Slam. And then he goes out of her house and slams the door in her face. And right now, their relationship is very, very tense, very strained. And Kathy, she seems very depressed about it. But none of them can do anything about it. This is the effects of the mask. It has changed Stan into someone who cannot be reasoned with in some way. Yorkie's Mufflers. Ah, this is it. Yorkie's Mufflers. It is an auto shop. Theo, what in the hell are you doing under that car? Alright, this is Stanley's car, and these are the guys that he goes to fix his car. So, they were on his list. Yorkie Muffler. And he's gonna kill them now. Okay. Oops. Just turning the oil drain plug too tight to strip the threads and make this fella think he sprung a leak. Oh, okay. I thought you were actually trying to fix it. No way. I learned from my mistake. I'll never forget your face when I replace that fella's beat-up old muffler. Hey. Them things cost money. Fortunately, I had you puncture his brake lines to make up for the loss. Haha. Of course now, if any of you see a big problem when you're hired to fix a small one, it's okay to fix the small one. Like that bald guy with the hot girlfriend, the one who came in to have his soft plugs replaced? But he didn't know his head gasket was cracked. He was back in less than a... Oh, wait, this one. Like that bald guy with the hot girlfriend? This is Stanley, the one who came in to have his soft plugs replaced? Huh. Of course, now, if any of you see a big problem when you're hired to fix a small one, it's okay to fix a small one. But he didn't know his head gasket was cracked. He was back in less than an hour, sucker. What was his name again? Ipkiss. Stanley Ipkiss. So these guys are jerks who trick their customers. And they purposefully ruin the customers' cars so that the customers return to have them fixed, and they get paid even more. They cause a big problem, and then they fix a small problem, and then the big problem isn't fixed, so the customers have to come back again. So these guys are jerks. And let me tell you, most of the people who die in this comic, I have no pity for them at all. The violence is egregious, but Seriously, don't you want to kill these guys? I do. My god. And look at their faces. It's so... Ugh. This guy and this guy, their faces are so punchable. I just want to beat the crap out of them. Not kill them. Just beat the crap out of them. Ahem. I'm not going to pay a lot for this muffler. Oh, and Stanley has arrived for his vengeance. How dare you trick me? This is the Yorkie muffler. And then suddenly we go to 9:53 a.m. Fred Willer Elementary School. We go to an elementary school. For what reason? Well, if you remember from the list, which I'll show again, Mrs. Gazzo. Alright? There are 3 people that he's going to kill today. The Yorkie muffler, well, 3 types of people. The Yorkie muffler, Mrs. Gazzo, and then this guy. So now, we move on to Mrs. Gazzo. That's still not right, Jimmy. Do it again. T-U-B-U. No, it's T-U-E-B. Alright, and we see a very stern teacher, alright, humiliating her student in front of everyone, putting him in a spot and letting all the children laugh at him, while she herself pretends to be this sort of very, very good teacher who just wants to help you spell. No, Jimmy, that is not how you spell tuberculosis. Would anyone else care to try? Sure, fatso. I'll give it a shot. And Stanley appears with a banana. Here for his vengeance. This teacher probably made his life miserable when he was a kid. So he's here to give payback. I don't know who you are or what you want, but you had better pick up that garbage. Well, if you insist, Mrs. Gazzo. Okay, so he picks her up because she's garbage to him. So we can feel... Oh, I'm so sorry. There are people in my chat. Hello, hello, welcome. I'm so sorry I didn't notice. I was very, very, very concentrating. Yeah, it's a good thing to display the villain's victim of the mask like this so we can feel, yeah, Stanley's wish for vengeance. Exactly. Yeah. Some of them, I do understand that while he wants to beat them up, some of them really don't deserve death, like this teacher here. But that's what the mask does. It is, it does not discriminate who it kills and who it tortures. Okamino, you're super cute. You say that all the time. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go back to reading. Oh, if there are any problems with audio, or with anything, if the stream is lagging, please do say so in the chat. Thank you so much. Oh, the tempo is very good. Thank you, thank you. If there's any way I can improve, please do say so in the chat as well. Thank you so much. It's my first time doing a read-along, so I'm very excited because I really like this comic. Okay. Make up your mind, Womp. So, because Mrs. Gazzo told him to put her down, he does put her down, but in the most painful way possible. She probably broke her back from this. Jimmy, please help me. I think I've broken something. And then Stanley replies with, shut up, you'll worry the kid. And he literally puts his foot inside her mouth and kicks her. And by now, she's probably already dead. Now, Jimmy, can you spell dead meat? Well, that's enough for today, wouldn't you say? Class dismiss. And Mrs. Gazzo is dead. None of the kids care, though. Single friggin' file, children. And so the children all run away from their classrooms. I know children are weird, but... They don't feel anything at all. They probably hate her guts. And now, 10:46 a.m., an hour later, at Yorkie's Mufflers, we see that the cops have arrived. Hey, Calloway, got a problem with your muffler? Who writes your material, Verter? Hey, I need this gallows humor to survive my job. I've heard it a million times. What we got? And now you see, what Stanley has done to the Yorkies. Alright? This guy? Jeez, well, there's one of them. And there's number 2. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine going into an auto shop and seeing someone's head bashed in with so many of these tools? And he's like suspended from mid-air. My goodness. I can see his eyeballs popping out. All the blood coming. Ooh, gory. And this guy? Wow. He literally stuffed a muffler inside him. His eyeballs are almost popping out. My god. Oh, I think if you see that in real life, like if you actually see a person with a muffler inside them, good lord. I probably wouldn't be able to sleep for like a few months. Traumatizing. Number 1 and number 2. The only witness said a weird-looking guy with a big head left here about 2 hours ago. Not him again. Who is this maniac? Why is he doing this? Why did he choose my town? Lieutenant, we got another call over at the school. Super. So this is Detective Calloway. And he is going to be an important character in the later arcs. He's going to be he will also be a victim of the mask later on. But not as in he gets killed by it, but I won't spoil. I'm just going to read along. And here you see the cop says a guy with a big head. Big head will be the mask's name, what he is called by the public. They all call him Big Head. So let's go to the school. 12:17 p.m. So we see Stanley humming happily after enacting his vengeance. And he runs into a few kids, bullying one kid. So, trying to get away? Please, leave me alone. Where's your lunch? Didn't you hear the kid? Cut the crap. Hey, mister, what's wrong with your head? Why, I don't believe there's anything wrong with my head. Bonk. And he hits the kid so hard that the kid actually vomits some blood out. What's wrong with yours? So now the bullied kid, you can see him laughing at them, and they don't dare to hurt him anymore. Hello there, Mrs. Calloway. Huh? Who's that? Wait a moment, let me get my glasses on. Oh, it's you, Mr. Ipkiss. Nice to see you. Such a nice boy, that Stanley. And then he returns to his house. I think this is Katie's house, if I am not mistaken. He returns to the apartment. Oh, Mrs. Calloway, he's not as nice as you think he is. Phew, what a great day. Oh, what a day, he says. I'd better try to get some sleep before Kat gets home from work. Tomorrow, I'll start being a superhero first thing tomorrow. Wow, really? Really, dude? Oh, if there's some noise in the background, please ignore it. Outside neighbors and all that, I don't know what they're doing. Christmas stuff, I guess. Anyways, Stanley returns home jubilant and happy and also exhausted after using the mask to kill a bunch of people that he hates. And he tells himself that he is going to start being a superhero first thing tomorrow. However, when Katie returns home, she looks at the mask and she thinks, this is all your fault. For some reason, she knows that this is the fault of the mask, and she takes it away from Stanley. I don't know what's going on or why he's changed, but I know it's got something to do with you. Her instincts are right. It has something to do with the mask. It has everything to do with the mask. So after that, she puts away the mask and hides it from Stan. And then after that, she makes dinner. Smells great, babe. It'll be ready in a minute. Have a seat. Stanley, I want to talk to you about something. Say, babe, where's the mask? You know, Stan, you've changed a lot lately. Do you know where the mask is? As you can see right now, Stanley, he isn't listening to her at all. And all he thinks is about the mask. That's all he can think about, the mask, and nothing else. And then Kate told him, a month ago, you thought the term babe was stupid. Kathy, where is the mask? I threw it out. What? Where is it? I gotta get it. How could you do this to me? Stan, look at yourself. Look at how you're acting. And you can see here that Stan, he really doesn't care about what she's saying. And he's like talking, the way he talks is different from the way he talks a few months ago. He doesn't say babe. Katie knows this, but now he says it. And he is shocked when she told him that he has thrown away the mask. Excuse me. Okay. And then here we see Katie being very, very worried about him. Okay. Ah, oh, shimatta. Okay, wait, I'm gonna move it. Okay. Alright. This is better. And Katie says to him, you've changed so much. All those books, that weird list of names, the way you talk, the way you act. I don't know. I don't feel like I know you anymore. The strong reaction has a very masked feel, even though he is Stanley right now. It shows how much he's changed. Yep. Yeah, he's not Stanley anymore. The mask has corrupted him. That mask was a present to me, but I didn't want it anymore, so I threw it out. Is that thing more important than me? And then Stanley, now in a moment of clarity, he thinks she's right. That thing has changed me. I mean, just because Mrs. Gazzo embarrassed me as a kid was no reason to offer, so he did kill her. He has killed her. It's all gotten so out of hand. I don't want that thing controlling me. I'm better off. I'm better off without the mask. So he thinks. And then you see his face. He doesn't actually regret it. Besides, I already got everyone on my list. He doesn't feel regret at all. And then he tells her, you did the right thing, honey. I think I just have some unresolved anger. A lot of it. And that is what the mask capitalizes on. The wearer's resentment, suppressed anger, and hidden fury. Just give me some time to work it out and I'll be okay. Oh, Stan, I think you're right. Now, how about some stew? And if you see it, if you realize it, there's a heart around them. So it's like a very sweet, cutesy moment, supposedly. And the way the comic is framing it, it's as if Stan is not going to use the mask anymore. Okay, Stan's going to live happily ever after with Kathy. He's not going to do bad things anymore. But we know that's not what's going to happen. That was great, Kathy. I'm gonna watch some TV. What on earth? Oh, okay. So, the TV is showing news reports of the people that he has killed. Woohoo! Look at that picture. Now, how do you suppose he got that muffler down his throat? So the news, they're reporting about the what were they called? The Yorkie mufflers killed by him when he was a mask. Ah, nuts. I forgot all about McWhirter. That son of a biscuit still owes me $60. McWhirter is his last victim that he didn't get to kill today. And then Kathy is pissed because he's laughing at murder. Because he hasn't changed. He's become someone completely different. That's it, you sick pig. Get out of my apartment and out of my life. Hey! Kathy doesn't want him anymore. She's not the Stanley that... He is not the Stanley that she loves. Not another word. Just get the hell out. Now. Okay, if that's the way you feel. But just let me say one thing, okay? Can I have the mask back? The audacity of this man. Buddy, you are freeloading off your girlfriend. You're not even working. And so she kicks him out unceremoniously. I cannot say that word. She kicks him out of his apartment. Out of their apartment. Have gun? Will use. Okay, so we come to a new segment. Where Kathy, she and Stan has already broken up. Well, without Stan around to obsess over the thing, I figured I didn't have to throw it away. It really is a nice piece, Lydia. You should see it. Listen, darling, it's really late and I have to get up early tomorrow, so... Okay, you see now that Kathy, she has the mask back, but she's not gonna wear it. She's just going to keep it. I'm going to drink for a bit. Okay. While Katie was having a conversation with her friend Lydia, Stan is outside. He is searching for the mask. As you remember just now, Katie told him that she has thrown away the mask, but it was a lie. She did not throw away the mask. It's right here in her house. And Stanley, he believed her, so that's why he's rummaging through her trash can to find the mask. And as we can see, his thoughts, he is already insane. He's already deluded. Okay, I'm going to put my mic closer to my mouth. Okay. I knew it. I knew Katie was lying. She never did throw that mask out. She just wanted it for herself. That's why she broke up with me. No, she broke up with you because you were being weirdly aggressive and very psychotic. Well, I'll show her. So he waits there, and then, right at the next moment, the light goes off, and Katie goes to sleep. Ah, what timing. So, Stanley climbs into her apartment through the pipes. There. And then, as he climbs, the window falls on him. And he screams in pain. And that scream awoke Katie from her sleep. That came from the bathroom. I've got to call the police. Yes, that's right. He's in the apartment now. Please, you've got to get over here immediately. I'm really scared. Yes. Our police force, everybody. Look, lady, I'm only the dispatcher, not a one-man police force. Now, what did you say your address was? Hey, buddy, she's getting attacked. There's a home invasion, and this is why the Second Amendment is a very good thing. Second Amendment, people, make use of it. And then Stanley, he enters Katie's apartment. No sign of Katie. I guess she slept through my death howl. It's a cinch. I'll die waiting for the police. I'd better take some safety precautions. Katie thinks, so, yes, you are going to die if you just wait for the police. And so she takes her lamp and hides behind her door to hit whoever the intruder is. Good for you, Katie. Nice job. Now, while the little biscuit is sleeping, I'll just sneak in and take what's rightfully mine. And just as Stanley enters, Katie hits the crap out of him right on the head. Stan? Ooh. Police officers, we have a complaint of a break-in. Of course. Now the police arrive. Exactly. But good on you, Katie. Wow, Stanley. You deserve that. So Katie drags Stanley into her room and hides him when the police comes in. Good evening, officers. Come in, please, although I'm afraid I called you here for nothing. Excuse me, miss? Well, you see, my boyfriend was out of town, but he came home early. He came home a night early to surprise me, and I thought he was a burglar. Some surprise, huh? Ooh, I'll say, you lying skank. Hey, you have no right to say that to her. I mean, you broke into her house. Ah, there you are, pal. And now you see that Stanley has found the mask on the table. Here we see Katie talking to the cops, trying to explain things to them. So, I'm terribly sorry that it was all just a big mistake. Yeah, so get the hell out of our house. Uh-oh. Stanley has become the mask once more. What was that? Oh, that's just my boyfriend. He doesn't mean it. He's just a big joker. That's right, honey. And I got a great joke to tell ya. So come back here, okay, sugar? Ha ha ha. Stanley the Mask has returned. The police are confused. That doesn't sound like a boyfriend. In fact, it doesn't sound like a human. Well, you see, he's got one of those, Mr. Microphone things. Oh yeah? Well, let's just take a look. And just as the police enters, Stanley hits the crap out of him, probably killing him. Wait, no, I don't think he's killed, just a concussion. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought you were the girl. Well, I hope this teaches you to mind your own business. And so the police takes out his gun and shoots the crap out of him. Blam, 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 blam. Of course, nothing works. He's perfectly fine. Now, what would Billy Jack do in a situation like this? I know I had it here somewhere. You forgot. Why didn't those kill you? Wait, what is he saying? You forgot. Why don't those kill you? That one really cracks me up. So here, Katie, and you see this, the cop, he is shocked that nothing is happening to Stanley. Katie's like, who are you? Where's Stan? What did you do with him? Why are you doing this? And Stanley just replies, you forgot. Why don't those kill you? That one really cracks me up. Ah, there it is. And he takes this thing out. So one of the mask's powers is to create just about anything out of thin air. And also, immortality. And, invulnerability, yes. And, complete, they don't feel pain at all. No pain, no death, nothing. Excuse me, officer, but before you waste any more bullets, why are you doing this? And so he beats the crap out of the officer and sends him unconscious. And the police officer from before stands up. You got any beer? Oh, really, Stanley? Okay. And see, here you see that he is signaling to Kathy to keep quiet while he attacks Stanley from the back. The same way Stanley hits him. But nothing happens to Stanley. This has just got to stop. And he takes out a few guns. 2 guns. Out of nowhere. Thanks for the use of your gun, boys. And he shoots the police officer dead. Ooh, and as you can see, man, that is gory. Kathy is shocked. You killed him! My God, you killed him! Hey, don't blame me. You're the one with all the lamps. Hey, what's going on outside? Well, it's about time they got here, what with all the shooting and such. Hey, quit shoving. Get up on my foot. Watch where you stick that gun. Hey, what floor do we want? Oh my God. They look so stupid, bumbling police officers. Guys, you don't know what you're going into, what you're running into. Come on. It's that old lady from before. Apparently she called them. Oh, thank goodness you've arrived. All that ruckus is on the 5th floor. Thank you, ma'am. Much obliged. Appreciate it. We'll take care of this. They're so cute and stupid at the same time. Wait, hold on, Sarge. Am I imagining things, or did that old lady have a beer? Oh, boys. Catch. It's actually the mask. Oh, one of the powers is apparently disguise. He can disguise as just about everything, I guess. Catch. Boom. Listen, someone has to stay with the prisoner, so why not you? Because you always get to do the shooting. I never get to do anything exciting. So these police officers are complaining that they don't get to be in the action when suddenly the apartment explodes. And both of them happily say, you know what? I'll stay down here with the prisoner. See? Safety is good. Took back your words, huh? And as you can see here, there's like a corpse, a burning corpse coming out of the apartment. Meanwhile, this is the police officers that just came in. You can't go out there. He'll kill you. Didn't you hear that explosion? Yeah, I heard it. That's why I'm going out there. I'm a cop. Danger is my duty. Oh, really, buddy? Besides, maybe I'll get some tail from you later for being so brave. Really, dude? It's not gonna work, buddy. You're gonna die. Look, that cop didn't come with us. It must be that big-headed thing in disguise again. Let's get him! No, wait! Uh-oh. You shot your friend! You shot your colleague! Oh my goodness. Do you guys not think? Holy crap, people. Hey, Sarge, didn't you get blown up by the bazooka? Oh yeah. You guys are just too clever for me. Ah, it's actually one of them. He was the one who was shouting at them. This is the mask. It was Stanley. This was Sarge. Okay, Sarge was the burning corpse. And Stanley replaced him. And now he kills all of them. How do you pronounce his name? Ames? Ames? I don't know. You were right. It's the big-headed guy. I think he's headed for the roof. Did you call downtown? Over. I sure did, and I got fast results. When they got the address, Lieutenant Calloway was alerted. His mother lives in this building. Oh, the old Mrs. Calloway. Hold on. The lieutenant wants to have a word with you. Good work, officer. Keep tabs on him. We're coming up. Any civilians hurt? No, sir. Only cops. But I'll tell you something. This guy isn't going to be easy to catch. Don't worry, officer. I came prepared. Or do you? I don't think anyone can be prepared against the mask. So Lieutenant Calloway has arrived. And here we see the mask. He's having a standoff with the cops. Give up, sucker. You can't hope to nab me. When I'm here, I'm there. When I'm upstairs, I'm downstairs. Boom. Shoots one. When I'm at the front, I'm in the back. And he stabs this guy. When I'm alive, you're dead. Sorry, hiccups. That's it, mister. You're finished. I'm checking you out. This is probably Calloway. Oh yeah, Paul? You and what? Ooh. You and what army? Men, fire at will. Blam, 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 blam. Hold on, guys. He said fire at will, not me. Ha ha ha. Very funny. Yow, hey, someone just hit me in the eye. And then they shoot him dead. Oh, this is so good. He falls from the building. And someone say he's gonna hit the car. But he did not hit the car. He lands perfectly on the car. And he looks like he's never been shot. Fourth wall break. Fourth wall break. Yeah, exactly. It is kind of like, what was it? The popular one. Yeah, it's kind of like Deadpool, where you have some, fourth wall breaking. But with the mask. So good. Will you look at that? The keys are still in this baby. I'll tell ya, this guy was just inviting theft. You can't let this lunatic monster take me. It's unconstitutional. Screams the guy in the police car. I wonder how much one of those truck costs. So Stanley throws out a grenade, and everything behind him explodes. Gee, it's fun to be a cop. Say, back there, what is he saying here? It's so difficult. Okay, gee, it's fun to be a cop. Say back there. Oh, he's talking to the dude at the back. Okay, say back there. What say we go cruise some chicks? Well, I'm not sure if you're attractive to any women looking like that, but well, some people have very unique taste, so maybe you'll get one. Final kick. All right, the final segment. Ooh, look out! No brakes! Get out of my way! No brakes! Hey man, you're driving like a maniac. Say, pal, what's your name? Jerry. Listen, Jerry. Oh, Jerry. So he says, oh, Jerry. Listen, Jerry. If you can't stand the heat, shut up. Unbelievable. Okay, back at the apartment, Calloway and the cops are shocked. Because they don't understand how this happens. How did one guy do all this? Ma'am, I know you've had a rough time, but we really need to talk. I've got to know how all this started. I'm okay. Don't worry. I'll tell you what I know. You see, my boyfriend, Stan, broke into the apartment. Only, I didn't know it was Stan. That's when I called the cops. When he came back here in the dark, I was scared, and before I knew it, I hit him over the head with a lamp, which is when the cops arrived. I left Stan back there and tried to get rid of the police. While I'm talking to them, we hear noises in my room. The police wanted to check it out, and when we got back here, Stan's gone. Instead, that thing is here, hitting everybody over the head. With lamps, right? Just like you hit Stan. Tell me, why did your boyfriend break in the first place? Well, we had a fight. I guess you could say we broke up. And what was the fight about? Drugs, maybe? Hardly. It was over a gift. Just I can't seem to find it now. And Kathy connects the dots. Stanley, with the mask, became that insane, big-headed green mask dude. I said, I guess it doesn't matter what the gift is, does it? And she didn't even hear what Calloway was telling her. What? Oh, no, it was just a gift. I think we should talk to your boyfriend. Could you give me his address? Yes, of course. I'll leave an officer at your door tonight. No, that's not necessary. I have a friend I can stay with. And then suddenly, the mask returns. Ha ha ha. 2, 3, and 4 makes 20. Thanks for shopping at Smiley's. Suddenly, he runs into a shop for no reason. And runs into people, but I don't know how many he kills. But this old man, apparently he survives, so that's a good thing. Thanks, but I don't need any help. I just know what I want and just where it is. Say, Jerry, why do you suppose the cooler is always in the back? Exactly. The mask kind of drive-through. He doesn't need an entrance, he's just gonna drive in. Look, honey, I ain't got all night. Take the friggin' money. What lousy service. I'll never shop here ever again. Oh man, it's the cops. They're coming to get us. The cops have arrived once more to take him. But can they? You're such a baby. What were you arrested for anyway? Wetting the bed? I saw them do this at Disneyland once. Really? Is that for real? Does that actually happen in Disneyland? So he shoots the cops' cars and causes them to smash into each other and creates an accident. I don't believe this. I'm gonna die. I just know it. Forget about it, you wuss. We've got bigger fish to fry. Take a look over there. There, my friend, is Carrie Werther, a deadbeat who owes me a pile of money. Oh, he's trying to kill the last guy on his list. And now, we return to Calloway. He is talking to his colleague. I can't blame that guy for breaking into his girl's apartment. If I lived in this neighborhood, I'd do the same thing. I know what you mean, Lieutenant. Lieutenant, the big-headed guy has just been sighted at Beryl Avenue, going west on Worley Boulevard. Alright, let's get moving. Listen, Henderson, I want you to stay here no matter what comes over the horn. This is your post. Got that? Yes, sir, Lieutenant. This is Calloway. I want a dispatcher to arrange a roadblock on the west end of Worley Boulevard with all personnel in the vicinity. This time, he's not getting away. Well, what makes you think that? I mean, you just shot him with your army of cops earlier on, and he fell from like a 5-story building. And he's not dead. Where's my $60, you son of a biscuit? And right now, Stanley is trying to run over this guy that he knows. Worthley? I forgot his name. Wait. Here. His name. McWhirter. There's a freak now. Get ready, Lionel. Okay. So he ran over his friend, and his friend is justifiably dead. Calloway has arrived, and he's going to kill the mask. Now, when I say the word, I want you to decide. Swap that car into the post office. Oh, hi. Wanna drag? But, Lieutenant, you're doing 90. What about the poor guy in the back? Just do it. Nice knowing ya, Jerry. And so the car crashes into a building, and Jerry presumably dies. Yep, Jerry dies. Calloway is racked with guilt, but he said, look, I did what I had to do, okay? Let's head back and see how that bulletproof bastard looks with the steering column through his chest. Poor Jerry, yeah. We never knew why he was arrested. Maybe just, a minor crime. Maybe he was just a kid caught stealing or something. Poor kid. Bet he's dead now. And suddenly, an axe goes through the roof of their car. And Stanley starts singing like a maniac. I've been working on the railroad all day, livelong day. All the livelong day. Floor it, Lionel! Floor it! And he hits the windshield. Boy, a guy could really work up a thirst doing this. Holy! Lionel, shake this psycho before he kills me! Lieutenant, look! The roadblock! More cops have arrived. And the car runs into each other, and Stanley is kicked out of the car. Lieutenant, are you alright? I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Just look out for the big-headed guy. Suddenly, fire comes out of nowhere. And Stanley arrives with a flamethrower. I know what you're thinking. Where do I get all this neat stuff, right? Yeah, exactly. Where? How? Apparently, it's one of the mask's powers, creating stuff out of nowhere. He has a Tommy gun and a flamethrower. Yeah! And he shoots the crap out of everyone and burns everything in sight. This is the life! Are you sure those slugs can't go through the engine? Yeah, I'm sure. So, what do we do now? The police are in danger and they don't know what to do except to try fight back as much as they can with their guns. Unfortunately, Stanley is immortal. An amusing weapon, but not precursive enough. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh! He shoots a cop dead, so much that the cop's face is disintegrated into mush. And look at that face. Oh my goodness. That is the face of joy. Deranged, angry, furious, violent joy. Ooh. Stanley is gone. That is not Stanley. That is a thing corrupted by the mask. Hey, the shooting has stopped. Where's Officer... I can't pronounce that name. Where's Officer Logram? Hey, Lieutenant! And soon. For some reason, Stanley has stopped. So, perhaps his anger is sated. Hours later, he runs. Okay. Stanley runs through the drain pipe. And soon he appears from here. Good morning, officer. Huh? Hey, you're that ugly killer. Don't get up. I've got a little something for ya. A little song and dance. A little ammo down your pants. Holy crap, he shoots the guy right here. Right in his, he shoots the guy right in the guy's dick. That is one way to, one way to go out. Oh my goodness. Wow, that is painful. Ow, why would you do that, man? Just shoot him normally. And I'll bet you thought stakeout assignments were boring, eh, Paul? And he's dead. Look, there's no reason for you to kill him. Oh, nice. Stan, old boy, it's time we left this town. Yeah, there's no denying that. You know, I've never liked the city. Much anyway. I never liked the city much anyway. I'll be glad to get out of here. And then suddenly, boom. Aha, Stanley dies. By Katie's hand. None of us see this coming, right? I didn't see this coming at all when I first read it. Sorry, Stan, but I think I'm going to stay here after all. I mean, a girl has a right to change her mind, doesn't she? Katie puts on the mask and kills Stan, ending his rampage once and for all. And Stan is gone. So that's the end of a very, very long, violent night. And the next morning, Katie, she took out the mask. She took off the mask. Unlike Stanley, she's not influenced by it, even though she understands that it's a very dangerous thing. Phew, I never thought I'd make it. What a twist. Yeah, exactly. And the mask talks to her. You're making a big mistake, lady. We were meant for each other. Just shut up, you. I'm not going to listen to your lies anymore. Do you hear me? Alright, unlike Stanley Ipkiss, Katie has a stronger conscience than him. And she's not gonna let the mask talk her into doing anything she doesn't want to do. And while she talks to the mask, the cops are staring at her. Hello, officers. Would you tell me where I might find Lieutenant Calloway? Second floor, room 217. No, sir, you're going right where you belong. So she talks back to the mask, and the police are like, cuckoo lady. She's insane. Katie knows that the mask is alive, has its own, what was that word? Has its own wants and desires, and nobody should ever wear it. So, Katie enters Lieutenant Calloway's room, and here we see Lieutenant Calloway is fighting with a lawyer. And this is the starting of a new chapter called Mask Justice. I don't give a damn if he hasn't got any prior arrests. This psychotic SOB is not getting any bail if I can't stop it. Easy, Lieutenant. If you don't seize this manhandling immediately, I shall be forced to file a complaint. So, the second chapter. Is it the second chapter? The second arc, I would say. Stanley Ipkiss's arc has ended with him dying, showing the fate of those who are consumed by the mask. And in this second arc, we will focus on our new protagonist, Lieutenant Calloway. Second issue, I think so. I think so, because this is the omnibus version, so they collect many chapters in one. Either second issue or second chapter, I'm not sure about that. But the Ipkiss arc has passed, and now we are focusing on Lieutenant Calloway as the our new protagonist, alongside Katie. So, Mask Justice. Our new chapter. As for my client's bail, I think... Oh, wait a minute. Ooh, my head is way too big. I'm gonna remove my hat. Okay, that's better. Alright, back to the comic. So we see here that Calloway, he has endured some injuries from his standoff with Stan when Stan was wearing the mask. He has a broken arm, and now he is dealing with a new case. As for my client's bail, I think we'll let the arraigning judge decide that. Bonneville, if I ever catch you so much as jaywalking, I'll put you away for life. And we see that Kathy is standing behind the door. She doesn't really know what to do right now because she didn't expect to see this. Oh, and if you notice, right? If you notice, the art has improved. All right, I just want to show it. Like the art has become much more detailed. The faces compared to the first chapter, compared to the first page. Okay, as you see here, right? Calloway's face and Lionel. This is Lionel. They're more detailed, more realistic compared to when the comic was first drawn. I'm going to show it for a bit. Okay. Right, as you can see here, it's a bit rough around the edges for the first few pages. Okay, but it was much more detailed in the later pages. Thanks for pointing it out. Ah, no problem. Yeah. I think it's nice, to see artists get better and better after every issue. It's very, very interesting. Anyways, continuing on. It's alright, Lionel. I'm not going to run after them. What the hell could I do with one arm? Your problem is you get too damned involved. Your problem is you get too damned involved. I could understand with that big-headed guy. But Rapaz is just another scumbag dealer. So, they are trying to put a drug dealer into the slammer, but it's not working because the guy is protected by corrupt lawyers and corrupt judges, so Calloway can't do anything about it. Not true, pal, not true. You weren't with me when I started my file on Rapaz. Only reason he's in on trafficking and possession is because nothing else would stick. Lieutenant? Huh? And suddenly, Kathy appears. Hi there. Remember me? I'm Kathy. Sure. I'm sorry about your boyfriend. Oh, it was a shock, but we had just broken up. I guess I'm over it now. Well, she actually killed him, so yeah. Kathy understood that Stanley is too far gone, and she has put an end to him herself. Anyway, she enters Calloway's office to talk about the mask. I'm heading down to Donut Fear. You want anything? Have a seat. No thanks. Excuse me. So now, a small joke. Donut Fair? Yeah, that's a surgeon's idea of a joke. The place is called Donut Fair. It's not very good. But you didn't come here for humor. How can I help you? So these two, they start conversing about the mask. And Katie is showing him the mask which she has put nicely wrapped up because she doesn't want him to use it. Well, I hope you won't be angry for not coming to you earlier, but I think you may find the answers to a lot of questions in this bag. That must be some bag. Looks like you brought me the wrong bag. The only thing in here is one big question, such as, what the hell is this thing? That's your criminal, the cause of all your problems with that guy you chased all over last month. What? So Kathy told him about the mask, and Calloway is understandably confused and shocked. Oh, and as you can see here again, the art has become so much more detailed. I know it sounds crazy, but if you were to put that mask on, you'd see what I mean. Well, that certainly was a mild case. Maybe I will try it on. And then Katie screams at him, No! Don't put it on! Don't ever put it on! What? But you said... I really, really like her expression of horror. It's so good. I can see how terrified she is. This art is just wonderful. Calloway is shocked to see her so frightened and asks her why. And she tells him, look, this whole ordeal has obviously been... Oh no, he tells her, look, this whole ordeal has obviously been more of a strain than you thought. After you've gotten some sleep, give me a call and we can discuss this more rationally. You're right, I haven't slept in days, but I should be able to now. I'll call you tomorrow. No hurry. Here, don't forget this. Oh no, I don't ever want to see that thing ever again. It's the police department's responsibility now. Do you hear me? I won't take it back. Okay. So Calloway wants to give her back the mask, but she doesn't want it at all. And before Katie left, she gave him a final warning. Remember, whatever you do, don't let anybody wear that thing. You got it. And this is what we call foreshadowing, because obviously he's going to wear it. Calloway is going to wear it. Later that evening, you are going home tonight, aren't you? Sure, sure, hold your horses. Lionel returns to the office and we see that it has already become very, very dark. And he asks about that mask. I've been meaning to ask, what's that? Oh, that lady who was here earlier forced it on me. Said it was important. She was pretty upset, so I played along. You're not going to leave it here. You're not going to leave it there, are you? Why the hell not? What if the captain sees it? You try explaining to him why evidence isn't properly filed. You know how he's been writing us these past few weeks? It might look bad. All right already. I'll take it home and put it under my pillow. Happy? And so we see Calloway returning to his home. And he is monologuing to himself. He's frustrated and angry over his job. He wants to stand up for the people. He wants to be just. But nothing ever works the way he wants it. He can't even put down the drug dealer that he's catching. Just now he mentioned Rapaz. Why did I ever become a cop? I haven't been so frustrated since I was going through puberty. If it's not scumbag lawyers legally obstructing justice, it's a hard-nosed captain out to nail me for not making an arrest in the big hit case. I would have liked him to seen that. I would have liked to have seen him handle that super sicko. Well, that super sicko is dead, and you're going to be the next super sicko. So you see that Calloway has a lot of problems. There are criminals who are evil, but he can't convict them. And there's also internal problems within the police force. And he's questioning, why did he ever become a cop if he can't do what a cop is supposed to do? Help people. Get rid of criminals. Home sweet home. And one more thing I would like to point out, like from this scene, until the next page, you see that it's very shadowy, okay? There's a lot of black, shadowy parts in here. And I would like to think that it's a metaphor for the shadows creeping on him, for him slowly getting corrupted into using the mask. So much so that you see here his eyes aren't visible. And the most important facet of a human being, you know, the thing that shows our soul is our eyes. For me, I think that it feels like, you know, the mask is slowly getting in on him. The longer he holds on to the mask, the more it's going to corrupt him. So, and as for you, I'll bet you belong to that poor girl's boyfriend. I cannot pronounce R. Probably scare her to have you around. That does that to folks. Scares them, I mean, especially murder. Well, enough chit-chat. Time for dinner. So Calloway eats his dinner, and interesting interpretation. Thank you, it's just me. It's probably wrong, but I'd like to think it that way. So Calloway, of course, he puts on the mask right after he questions and he talks to the mask. Even though Katie told him not to ever put it on, he still puts it on. What did she say again? Don't ever put it on? She was obviously distraught. No, my man. She was warning you. My gosh, listen to her. Why did you put it on? Okay. And so Calloway puts on the mask. Boom. The mask has returned. As Calloway. Holy Toledo. The little lady was right. Would you look at that? My arms are all better. Why, it's a miracle. So the mask has rejuvenating powers. It gives the wearer immortality, invulnerability. I cannot pronounce. I can't speak. I'm so sorry. Invulnerability. Ugh, long words, man. So the wearer becomes immortal. They cannot be injured. They cannot be hurt, and they can never die. Even if you cut them to pieces, they won't die. Calloway has become the mask. Oh, heh, that's me. Hi there. The signature deranged emotion. I love it. Expression. It's great. If I'm not mistaken, there are some distinct advantages to this guise. Well, here goes nothing. He hits himself with a hammer to test if he is really invulnerable. Hot damn, I didn't feel a thing. Oh, this is too much. And then he starts hitting himself repeatedly. Boom, 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 boom. Fun is fun, but let's give this a real test. And he tries taking a gun to shoot himself in the head. Gee, if this doesn't work, won't I feel stupid? Well, you would be dead if it doesn't work. So instead of trying on his head, he changes his decision and tries shooting his own hand. And he shoots his hand, but nothing happens. Well, something happens, but he feels nothing, and his hands get better very, very quickly. This is great! Unbelievable, but great! The captain will flip when he sees this. Wait a minute, what am I talking about? Screw the captain. I got some police business to attend to. And here? Okay, before that, here we see that the mask is prying into Calloway's... Ooh. I'm so sorry. Let me read the comments. Alright. His facial expression seems brighter than Stanley was at the beginning, which maybe shows that he is less rotten even in the beginning. Stanley had hate in him, while he has more sorrow. I agree. Calloway is like, for Stanley, he's just a coward who thinks he wants to be a superhero, but for Calloway, he is someone who has seen a lot of corruption, a lot of evil people getting away scot-free, and you know, the innocents having to pay for that. So Calloway is really, he has the vigilante soul in him, and the mask understands this, and the mask helps him to carry out whatever that he wants to carry out. He wants to take down criminals, and he will. But at the same time, the mask will also corrupt him. And if you can see here, you know, unlike Stanley, he is still a bit conscious. Like, it's still him. It's not really the mask. He knows that when you wear the mask, you'll become like invulnerable. So he tests it on himself. He hits himself like here, and then he shoots his hand. So now he knows that he's not gonna die when he puts on that mask. And now we go on to the next scene in a restaurant. So these two are the people inside Calloway's office just now. One of them is a lawyer. Stop looking at your watch. I'm quite aware that he's late, but keep in mind he's a very busy man. We're quite lucky he will see us at all. I have to see someone at 11 o'clock. He will be here before then? Probably. Sorry to be so late, David, but today was crazy. Not to worry, Stephen. Not to worry. Stephen Lister, this is Eugene Rapaz. Aha. Rapaz? I do not know how to pronounce his name, and I am very sorry if I pronounce it wrongly. But yes, this is Rapaz, the guy that Calloway once detained. And this fatso over here is the corrupt lawyer obstructing justice. And this man? Oh, Eugene. Okay, I'm just gonna call him Eugene. Eugene Rapaz. Okay, Mr. Rapaz, nice to meet you, as it is to meet you. As you can see, I got Mr. Rapaz released on reasonable bail. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think you could manage that much on your own. But of course, there are other problems. So now we see a scene of corruption going on. What are these three people up to? The police took Mr. Rapaz in on this trafficking charge to get him off the streets for a while. It's my understanding they believe this will make their informants less intimidated by my client, more willing to talk, and even testify. So the police has found a way to charge Rapaz for something, you know, so that they can put him behind bars. Kind of like for, what was his name? For Al Capone, right? They couldn't charge him for the murders and the crimes that he has done. So in the end, they have to charge him for evading taxes. So always pay your taxes. Frankly, this strategy could work. So I am, let's say, motivated to seek an early release for my client. How motivated? Even if they can collect enough evidence for further charges, the trafficking charge might stick. Unless that is, you intervene. I see. Well, of course I can't make you any guarantees, but I'll see what I can do. Aha. That's all I ask. Thanks again, Stephen. Now, let's order some food, eh? And have anything you want, gentlemen. Dinner's on me. Ahaha. He's got his hush money, and he's happy. So, quick recap. Once again, I'm just going to say it for my own benefit as well. We have our villain for this arc, Eugene Rapaz, who is probably a drug dealer, and he is being detained with a trafficking charge, and he doesn't want to go behind bars. And this is his lawyer. I forgot his name. What was his name? David. All right. The corrupt lawyer is David, and David is trying to get Rapaz out of jail, out of the charges that's been set against him. And he is in cahoots with another corrupt man. I wonder if I think he's a politician or probably a corrupt police officer. I forgot. And this man is Steven. Wait, Steven? Steven. Yeah, Steven. So after they have discussed what they're going to do, they're going to enjoy a nice dinner. And here we go to another scene. Oh, this one. This is very sad. We see like two muggers mugging a mom and pop store, I think. Are you sure that's everything, Granny? Yes, it's all there. I've done everything you've asked for. You aren't going to shoot me, are you? I told ya that if you cooperated, I wouldn't shoot ya. And I ain't gonna shoot ya. Oh, thank you so much. And they shoot him. Yes! Boom. And these butt munches shot the poor old lady. God, hate them all. You have big criminals like, you know, drug dealers and corrupt lawyers, but you also have all these small-time butt munches killing people and robbing as they please. Hateful. Poor old lady is dead. And so, where's the car, man? Where's the freaking car? Look, down there, the getaway driver. So they run after they have robbed the store and killed the old lady. They ran to their getaway driver. Something's wrong. Something's wrong with the car. It won't start. Won't start? I don't believe this is happening. What did you do to it, man? I didn't do anything. Just shut up, okay? Maybe I can fix it real fast. I think it's your carburetor, pal. And Calloway appears. The mask. Suddenly he appears in their car. How? Magic powers. Seriously, magic powers. It's a good thing you guys still American. These foreign engines can be so damn cramped. Awfully dirty though, don't stare at me, kid. I'm telling you, it's the carburetor. Here, see for yourself. And he slams the dude's face and closes the hood on him. He's probably dead by now. You know, if you do that, you can actually like injure your neck. I'm not sure about severing your neck from your head. I wonder if that could happen. But I don't want to try it. Nor do I want to see it. So he slams the dude inside the car, and he turns back to these two muggers, who shoot him. But to their surprise, and you can see it from their mask, he's alive! Aren't you supposed to wear those things on your legs? Yeah. Frightened, the two muggers run away screaming. Fellas? Hey fellas, wait for me! 30 minutes later, they ran. I think we lost him. Yeah, must have thrown him off when we doubled back. With enough force, it should be possible. Depends on how the form of the edge, though, I guess. Ooh. Oof. Oh, that is painful to imagine. But the guy's probably dead. He's probably dead. So these guys think they have outrun Calloway. But no, he's right here, inside the trash can. And he's even telling us to keep quiet. Shh. So the muggers tried to run away. However, there's the police. Great. Well, we can't go this way. Hey, what's that sound? Turning around, they realize that, oh, Calloway has arrived. And the guy is shocked. So much that his eyes almost popped out of his sockets. Now that I have your undivided attention, I'd like to demonstrate the art of balloon sculpting. You idiot! There are cops right around the corner, and shooting didn't work before anyways. So his friend wants to shoot Calloway, but the other guy says, no, don't do that. Don't waste any bullets on him because it's not gonna work. And meanwhile, Calloway, he's being a joker. Now watch, a few quick turns of the wrists. And behold, we have a giraffe. And then a French poodle. And then a Tommy gun. Ooh, look at that expression. You know something's gonna go down. And without wasting any time, he shoots the crap out of the muggers and kills them dead. They didn't even have any chance to resist. Hey, you hear that? Yeah, I came from over there. Let's move. Hey, Derek, where the hell are you? I think this might be the old lady. But she's already dead. Sorry, Ben, I was checking on the old lady, but she's beyond our help. Okay, this is another person. Yeah, the old lady has died. We have got to be careful getting him aboard. He's got it. Oh, he's got a neck injury. Okay, this is the guy from before. The guy from before. He's not dead. The getaway driver. So the paramedics are putting him inside the ambulance. He just came out of the car, and the getaway driver, he was mumbling stupid things that they don't understand. Easy, pal. Try not to move your head, okay? Give him this, it'll put him to sleep in seconds. I'm going to tape his head down, minimize any movement. You got it, pal. Huh? Huh? And then suddenly, hey there. Remember me? Calloway appears and the guy looks completely horrified. I love the art. It's so good. And safe to say, he's dead. Back in Calloway's office, Lionel is answering a phone call, and this is probably from Catherine, I think. No, ma'am, we can't give out home numbers. Anyway, I'm sure he's on his way right now. He's usually in by 9:15. Yes, I'll call him. I'll have him call you. Ah, what a gorgeous day. And Calloway enters his office looking so happy. What the? It's so humid out there. I had to swim to work. Well, it's good to be alive anyway, isn't it? Last night you seemed to think otherwise. He is super happy and super cheerful. Having killed a bunch of muggers. Drinking. Oh well, that was last night. It was just a matter of some tension relieving exercises, and I'm as fit as a fiddle. Tension relieving, huh? Well, that explains this call. You hear about the hold-up murders on the west side last night? On the west side last night? No, but hold on a second. I have to make a call first. Yep, it's Catherine. It was she who called him. Yes, I know I must have sounded crazy, but I was desperate to get rid of that thing. It really scared me. You didn't try it on, did you? Try what on? The mask? No, you made it clear that I shouldn't do that, so I didn't. Besides, I don't think it's my size. Lieutenant, are you making fun of me? No, ma'am, not at all. Just trying to add some levity to the matter. You know, ease some of the fears you might have. But don't you worry about that mask anymore. I've got it now, and I promise I'll never let it out of my sight, okay? Yeah, he will never let it out of his sight, because he's gonna use it. Yes, I'll be sure to call you if I have any more questions. You have a good day now. Now, Lionel, I believe you had a story you wanted to tell me. So you see, Catherine, she doesn't believe in what Calloway said. She knows something is amiss. Because he sounds way too happy. Oh. He's looking away and not... Yep. That's nice. Hey, that's a nice... Yeah, I didn't notice that. Yeah. Here, right? He's looking away and not straightforward, which is a usual sign of lying. Nice detail. I know. Good job on spotting it. Nice. He sounds way too happy to be normal. Anyways, so, on the way to the hospital, the perp gets a broken neck, probably when the ambulance hit a bump, while the attendant is all doped up. Still hasn't come to. Ooh. He gets a broken neck. So, I wonder if the getaway driver is there. Anyways, in comes this fatso. This asshole supervisor. The reason why the internal police department is so corrupt. Good morning, Captain. How can we help you? You two can get your lazy asses into my office. Someone from the DA's office wants to talk to you. Excuse me. Oh boy. I'm gonna drink some water for a bit to relax my throat for a few minutes. Hmm. Okay. All right. So here we can see that. Okay, on to this part. We can see that Calloway is getting really angry, and this is the man from yesterday's from the restaurant last night with Eugene Rapaz and also the corrupt lawyer. What was his name? David. Yes. So he is the district attorney, someone from the district attorney's office. So it's all corrupt from the way up. Insufficient evidence. What the hell? The heroin seized in the bus cannot be located in the evidence locker. We have no other choice but to release Mr. Rapaz. Drinking time. Yep. Hydrating time. Hmm. Oh my goodness. Give me a moment. Oh my goodness, there's something wrong with my eh? Oh, there's something wrong with my YouTube for a moment. Huh. Oh my goodness, I just saw a comment on YouTube. It just came right now. Oh my goodness, it takes such a long time to come up. But thank you for commenting on the what was it? The theme that I'm using. The comments. Yeah. I want to give it a very, very comic feel. But anyways, moving on. So here that we see that even though they have Rapaz detained on trafficking charges, the district attorney was able to manipulate the evidence and release Rapaz. So the stupid captain, I don't know what kind of show you're running, Calloway, but there's going to be a full investigation. You're damn right there is. Starting right here, I want your full name, Buster. I want to talk to the DA about you. The name is Stephen Lister. I'm the district attorney's personal assistant, and I assure you, he is fully aware of the facts in the case of Mr. Rapaz. Freaking corrupt bastard. However, you are welcome to call if you wish to speak to him. Posh? Huh? Anytime after 2 o'clock, we'll be rather busy until then. Really took a while. I know, right? I'm so sorry. So, oh my goodness, you can see here that Calloway is furious. His stupid captain, you're doing just great, Lieutenant, just great. Oh, I like the sarcasm. You lose our only suspect in the most talked about crimes of the decade, and now you let Eugene Rapaz slip through your fingers. What are you doing for an anchor, huh? Just wait and see, Blerp. Just wait and see. As you can see this face, he is going to use a mask and he is gonna run mayhem all over the city. The city is a dark and dangerous place at 4 a.m. Tailor-made for dealers, pimps, and muggers. The scale of society. The police are your best, but they can't be everywhere. That is correct. In fact, they'd rather avoid some neighborhoods altogether. I can't blame them. Some places are really... Ooh. Second Amendment, people. Second Amendment. I think it's a Second Amendment. In these ghettos, only one man stands between the innocent and the guilty. Heaven help the innocent. Ooh, I really like this panel. It looks really nice. I knew I'd get it with a little practice. Now I gotta work on my role around the world. Yo. Oh my goodness. I'm going to talk for a bit about this. Back then, alright, a long time ago, during the time that this comic comes out, 90s, the yo-yo trend was like booming. Every single child, every kid would want a yo-yo, and everyone's trying out new tricks with the yo-yo, like walk the dog, and then around the world. It was great. It was great. Some kids are really crazy about it. I remember. That included me, of course. Okay, say what gives. And now Calloway, as the mask, sees something going down below. It's a guy. It's a trucker. And he's being attacked by thugs. Please don't take my truck. She's all I have to do to make my living. And then the thugs are like, don't worry, Pops. We're just gonna take it for a joyride. and then we'll dump it in the river, and you'll collect a bundle on the insurance. But I don't have insurance. They cover me. They don't cover me because I gotta pick my fruit up on the watermelon. On the waterfront. My bad. Yeah, this is a rough neighborhood and an even rougher life. Climb aboard, kiddies. God, I hate these thugs. What the heck did that guy ever do to you? Why can't you just, do your thing and not bother people? God, you guys deserve to be dead. I don't feel pity for all of the victims of the mass, aside from Mrs. Gazzo, the teacher that Stanley killed way back. I don't feel bad for them at all. the way their kill is very, very painful and gory, but all of them are such jerks. Yeah, I don't feel bad for them dying at all. I think the world is a better place without them. In places where, when there's no proper law, when justice is not upheld, then vigilante justice has to come into play. Because who's going to protect the people? Except yourself, of course. Go anywhere with that truck. At least not until you have a decent haircut. I feel bad for Jerry. Oh yeah, him too. Yeah, that one. Yeah, he does not deserve to die like that. He does not deserve it. Poor kid. I think he's very young. Okay, what are you, the barber of Seville? Just mind your own business, Goomba, and you won't get hurt. Ah, but hair is my business. For instance, if you have long hair, someone can grab a handful of it. Like so. Hey! And then, obviously, this is Calloway. Then you are at their mercy, so he grabs the dude's hair and spins him around, knocking out all the other thugs in the process. So you see, the proper haircut is very important, and he slams the dude inside a nearby apartment. And all of the thugs run away. Oh, thank you, my wife and children, thank you. That truck is my living. When you save that truck, you save my whole world. Your world? Hold on a minute, pal. If we're gonna be friends, we have to get one thing straight. And then he rips off his skin right in front of the guy, who looks shocked and bewildered. This is Sinatra's world. You and me, we just live in it. And he walks away. Unlike Stanley, he doesn't kill the innocent for Calloway, in Calloway's case. So the guy is confused. Understandably confused. I would have the same reaction if I were him. Random dude pops out of nowhere, rips off his skin, and then walks away singing. Weirdest thing you've ever seen in your life. Meanwhile, in an even worse part of town. Man, where is that guy? I can't hold out all night. Hey, Benny? That you, man? No, I'm afraid not, Lank. But as you know, I've got the best stuff in town. Rapaz! No! So you can see, drug dealer Rapaz is here, in an even seedier part of the city. I'll kill that friggin' Benny. He must have told Rapaz I squealed on him. When I find that pig, it's the end for him. So, from here on, we can see that this guy is the reason why the cops have a lead on Rapaz. And he wants to run away so that Rapaz won't kill him. Unfortunately, he can't. So let's go to the next page. As he runs away, as he flees, he runs into this guy. No, man, please, you gotta let me go. That monster will kill me if he gets his hands on me. Try showing a bit more gratitude, Lank. Benny tells me you usually talk about a nickel of the cheapest cut stuff he has. And here, I've got a dime of pure horse, all cooked up, drawn, and ready to shoot. Absolutely free. Please, Walter, hold him steady. We don't want to hurt him. So they're gonna OD this guy, so that he'll never ever talk ever again. We don't want to hurt him, haha. Alright, one more thing before I continue. Okay, this guy. Ooh, wait, let me move this for a bit. This guy. No! Can't move it. Ugh. Anyways, this guy. This man here, Walter, alright? He is going to be the mask's biggest adversary, and Honestly, the more I read about him, okay, the less I think that he's human. It is never really shown what he actually is, this dude, but he works for the mobsters, and just like the mask, he is sort of he cannot be killed. He's terrifying, but we will read more about him later on. All right, the next day, morning, Union Calloway. Calloway, over here. What is it, Silver? I think I got something here you might be interested in. Haha, so we see that in Calloway's office, the man from last night was reporting about the mask, and then he walks away singing, just like Sinatra. Looks like your big-headed loony struck again, and this time he's a do-gooder. Anybody killed? Well, no, but we got a guy in intensive CA. If it is Big Head, then it's your problem. I've got my own nightmares to deal with, so don't bug me. Damn that Silver, doesn't he realize I've got plenty of cases of my own to deal with? Good morning to you too. I'm serious, Lionel. Why the hell does he bother me with his problems? If you're talking about that vigilante case, I hear it might be Big Head. And after all, we do have lots of experience with that freak. Maybe he just wanted your opinion. I'll tell you my opinion. My opinion is no way would that ugly mutant ever become a vigilante again. He's a cold-blooded killer. Or have you forgotten? Easy, Lieutenant. I'm a good guy. Sorry, I'm just cranky. Didn't get much sleep. I can see that. You really look like hell. Oh yeah? Well, you're ugly. Aw, I like their broship. That reminds me. The Emmy wants to see you. Something keeps popping out. Oh, wait. Huh. Okay. Next page. Alright, so this is your captain, the lardass. Yep, that's Lank alright. And you're sure it's an OD. Ah, Lank from last night. Rapaz injected him with a lot of drugs and he dies from overdose. Well, of course we won't be sure until we get the blood and tissue analysis back. But I've seen lots of these in the past few months, as Lieutenant Calloway knows. Oh wait, no, this isn't their captain. This is someone else, I think. In other words, it's an OD. Thanks for calling us Heilman. I'll remember you at Christmas. So they are only what was that? There's a word for it, but I forgot. The guy who can speak up for them, the guy who can give them evidence. The word escapes me, man. But the only guy that they can count on is dead. What the hell was he talking about? How do you know how many ODs? How do you know how many ODs he's seen lately? You'd know what he was talking about if you had read through the whole Rapaz file, like I asked you to. But Lieutenant, I was assigned to your homicide cases, not narcotics. Anyways, from what Calloway says, it appears that whenever Rapaz has rats that he wants to deal with, he would OD them, and then they would be dead, and no one would suspect him for it because people would just say, oh no, you know, this guy is a drug addict and he OD'd all by himself. And Rapaz gets off scot-free. And you can see here that Calloway, his fury, his anger is getting the better of him. As far as I'm concerned, the ODs are homicides, and Rapaz is responsible, and he is right. Hitmen usually go after squealers, but they all have specialties, right? Warren only hit witness protection candidates. Dr. Mott went after plea bargainers, so he is telling Lionel about how some criminals deal with people they don't want to be talking. And Rapaz, being a drug dealer, hits only junkies, the most prolific squealers of them all. And since Lank gave us the info we needed to bust Rapaz, now you're getting it. Rapaz gives the users far too much heroin, so it looks like an accidental overdose. And even if anyone suspects, these poor guys are just junkies, so nobody really cares. Yep. And so that's how Eugene Rapaz takes out the people that he doesn't want to be talking. Unfortunately, because of that, the police can't do anything about it, and they can't nab him. Almost like a string of perfect murders. Yep, almost is right. But killing Lank was a mistake. I'm gonna go pick up that bastard for some serious questioning, and then we'll see if we can make some charges stick. You already had your chance for that, Lieutenant. Oh no. Calloway is obstructed once again. And here comes Stephen Lister, the district attorney's personal assistant. We have seen him a few pages earlier. Here? Yum, yum, yum. Okay, here. When he was telling Calloway that Rapaz has been bailed out and there are no charges against him. So let's go back. I suggest you steer clear of Mr. Rapaz. His attorney is just itching to slap you with a harassment complaint. On the other hand, if you have enough evidence, enough to convince a judge to issue a warrant, is that what you came down here for, Lister? To give us some advice? Or is a medical examiner's office where you pick up your best dates? Your captain said you'd be down here. There's still a little matter of some missing heroin. Since you two seized that heroin in your arrest of Rapaz, the district attorney would like to have a word with you both. Just what the hell are you pulling, you slimy bastard? Now, Lieutenant, let's keep this friendly. See you tomorrow at noonish. Ta-ta. Oh, man. And you see Calloway's expression of anger. You know what? I never knew his first name. Did they ever mention his first name in the comic? I'm just gonna call him Calloway. So, district attorney's personal assistant comes here to make a few snide remarks to Calloway and to tell him to stop sticking his nose into Rapaz's business and to just leave things be. Of course, Calloway refuses, as you can see from Calloway's expression. He is furious, he is enraged, and the mask is going to come back. What a day. I thought it would never end. Rapaz wipes out another addict, and I'm catching all the crap. Well, tomorrow I'll have to face the firing squad, but tonight, I'm calling the shots. The mask comes back. Now we're cooking. Ah, sweet. I guess that's why they call it lung candy. Hello, Clancy's Pizzeria. I'll take 1 large pie, extra corned beef, and cabbage. Hold the shamrocks. Tonight is gonna be the night where Big Head paints the city red. Oh! Katie called him. Maybe I got the wrong number? Is this Lieutenant Calloway's residence? Oh, and he can remove the mask even though he's already ready to kill a lot of people. But anyways, Calloway removes the mask and replies normally to Katie because he doesn't want to make her suspicious. Mitch Calloway. I can't remember that it was said before. Yeah. I don't think his first name is mentioned yet in what I've been reading. Oh, so his name is Mitch. Maybe the comic will mention it later on. But thank you. Yeah. This is Calloway, just clowning around. That's all. What can I do for you? Well, I hope you don't mind my calling you at home. But when I couldn't reach you at the station... But when I couldn't reach you at the station, I talked to your mother. She lives downstairs. So this is Katie. No problem. Is there something I can help you with? Well, I've been reading the papers, about this masked vigilante, and I have to say, I'm kind of worried. Oh, I see. You think Big Head's back in town. The investigating officer seems to think so too. But I figure this new guy is a copycat of some kind. You gotta remember that Big Head was a first-class scumbag. And you see him smiling, grinning. Because he knows that he's the mask and not someone else. He's lying and he knows it. I mean, he was a killer, and while I'm not crazy about vigilantes, they have good intentions at heart, so to speak. Yeah, I suppose you have a point there, but still, what's still? Nothing. Everything you say makes sense. Thanks for your time, Lieutenant. You've really set my mind at ease. Okay. So, surprisingly, Kathy was convinced with... Oh, excuse me. Uh-oh. I drank. Ah. So Casey, I'm sorry, Kathy. Kathy seems to believe what Calloway is saying, and he thinks that she's crazy. If he tried on the mask, he would know who Big Head really was. Besides, he's no killer. But unbeknownst to her, Calloway is the mask, and Calloway is running through the streets at night. Guess I'll do anything for junk. Last year, I wouldn't have come within 10 blocks of this neighborhood. Now I'm starting to strung out to be afraid. I'm too strung out to be afraid. Too stupid. Too strung out and too stupid. Hey, what the hell is this? He said he was only bringing a dime and now he's talking to somebody else. I told you I don't have what you're looking for, so please, leave me alone. If you ain't dealing, what in the hell are you doing in this night, my man? I'm waiting for a friend. I wouldn't exactly call us friends, but thank you for waiting for me. What's the meaning of this? Let's just say I don't believe you're waiting for a friend. In fact, I don't believe you have any friends. So we see here, Rapaz is waiting on someone, but suddenly some random dude starts bothering him. And I'm gonna bet it is the mask. It's Calloway in disguise. It's definitely him. Oh, it's not? Wait. Clever, very clever. One customer at a time, right? With only one dime on you, we can't prove you're dealing at all. I don't know who you are or who you think you are, but you'll regret this little fiasco almost immediately. Maybe, but not as fast as you're gonna regret it. Or do you think this heater's made of licorice? Eep! Whoosh! So suddenly Walter, the bodyguard appears, grabs this dude, and slams him into the nearby car, van, thing, whatever. Yep, it is the mask. It is Calloway in disguise. It's not possible. Oh, apparently Rapaz has a very strange verbal tic in that he says every time he starts speaking. I wonder why is that? So Rapaz was shocked to see this guy surviving that throw because that should have killed him. Oh boy, what a headache. Kill him, you idiot! Kill him now! Golly, this is like being drunk and hungover all at once. So Walter beats the crap out of Calloway, but nothing works. Let me guess, you pump iron, right? What a coincidence! I pump lead! So Calloway takes out a gun and shoots the crap out of Walter. Straight, point blank. Is that where your heart is? I think it's where, wait. Yeah, he shoots Walter right in the chest, in the torso. And point blank. No, close distance. Walter should have died, but he didn't. I thought he died. You know, he looks like he's dead. Now, that's what I call a workout. Wanna try a set pusher? What the hell? Oh, he even stutters his ums. What the hell are you? Oh, real nice. Insult me, why don't you? Most folks would be begging for mercy at this point, but I guess you just want to be different. Well, shut my mouth. And then suddenly, Walter stands up, grabs Calloway, and slams Calloway to the ground. How? He was shot! Right in the chest. Look at it. Look at this. He has wounds and stuff. Whoa, Nelly! Hey, pal, you get an extra butt? And so Walter grabs a gun and shoots Calloway right in the head. Boom! Headshot! Ooh, look what you did to my new suit. This stuff will never wash out. You're in trouble now, Buster. So, obviously Calloway, being the immortal that he is, doesn't die. And Walter grabs him and throws him into a lamppost. Okay, one thing I want to say about Walter, he looks like a corpse, you know, in a way. And he doesn't die. He doesn't show any pain at all. Nothing, no pain at all. Like, this guy was shot, okay? Here. He's shot right in the chest. Alright? A normal person wouldn't be able to walk after that. A normal person would have died from blood loss. They would be in shock. But this guy, he has no reaction whatsoever. What are you? Safe to say he is the mask's nemesis. Man, what are you? Seriously. So, Calloway, he stands up from the lamppost. And he uses the wires to burn Walter from inside out. No, wait, to electrocute Walter from inside out. He puts the wire right inside Walter's mouth and electrocutes him. And Walter, electrocuted, falls. Any other person would have died right now. And Walter falls unconscious. Calloway runs after Rapaz, and this guy just now, the guy who's supposed to meet up with Rapaz, just watches from a corner in silence. Finally, Calloway corners Rapaz. You thought I was gonna shoot you, that's rich. Endurance Mall, Solomon Grundy from the Batman comics. Oh yeah, now that you say that. Maybe he is an undead, like Solomon. Grundy, yeah, like Grundy. Solomon. He calls himself Grundy, doesn't he? Yeah, I think that's what he is, you know? He's probably an undead of some sort. But because look at this, he's not dead. A normal human would have died. But anyways, continuing on, Calloway is trying to shoot Rapaz and to kill Rapaz. Listen, I'd love to stay and chat, but I gotta get moving, okay? Yes, by all means, don't let me keep you. And try to relax, pal. You're sweating like a horse. Alright, I'll try. So Rapaz thinks that he's scot-free. But without realizing it, the cigarette that Calloway left is actually a bomb. And it explodes and it kills Rapaz instantly. And the next day, come on, cantankerous bastard, it's after 7 a.m. Calloway here. Morning, Lieutenant. Sorry to wake you up, but Rapaz has been killed. Rapaz has been confirmed dead. Well, if you're calling to tell me I'm a suspect, fine. But if you're calling to say we're taking the case, you're crazy. I'm glad he's dead. Sorry, sir, but we definitely have to take the case. It's definitely a big hit. Holy crap. Can't be a copycat, cause Rapaz's bodyguard beat the hell out of him. Even blew his brains out, and Big Head kept coming. It's him alright. Wait a minute. How do you know about all this? It's him alright. Oh, I didn't tell you? We have a witness. So when Calloway heard that there's a witness who saw him killing Rapaz, he is shocked and frightened. This witness, it's probably this guy. This one. This is the witness. So the past few weeks have not been kind to Police Lieutenant Calloway under his direction. Last month's manhunt for the so-called Big Head Killer ended in disaster. 11 police officers lost, and the killer got clean away. And now, new allegations against the lieutenant threatened to end his police career. So here, because Rapaz, he has good publicity to everyone, his death is seen as murder. Calloway probably planned to off him in silence so that nobody will know. But now that someone has seen him as the mass killing Rapaz, he's going to get fired. He's definitely going to get fired. So now he's facing a slew of questions from very nosy journalists. Lieutenant, how do you account for the loss of the heroin? And no comment. Do you think there might be a connection between the Rapaz murder? No comment. So all these okay. I definitely need to eat something. Anyways, all the journalists, bleh, and all the reporters are questioning him on what has happened, and Calloway simply replies with no comment. And also, this, alright, this is funny. Okay, it has confirmed that we don't know his first name, and the authors don't even have his first name. Lieutenant, just what exactly is your first name? I want to know that too. What is your first name? Well, I mean, now I know it's Mitch, but you know, you've never said it. Just what exactly is your first name? And Calloway curses. Couldn't said it better myself. I usually knock Tully, but I'm pretty pissed off. Now, let's get down to business. I want you to know this is not a formal investigation. No charges have been filed against you. And I want to know why you aren't talking to the officer in charge of evidence on the date the heroin was lost. Oh, we are, but we've kept it quiet. My assistant, Mr. Lister, and I have agreed that we shouldn't needlessly tarnish the man's reputation. Oh my goodness, you corrupt bastard. What about my reputation? That mob out there knows more than all this. More than I do about all this. Yes, that's strange. I gave strict orders to keep this whole matter hush-hush. I can't imagine how it was leaked. Gee, I wonder. Yeah, you're right. God. Kill him, man. Kill him. This guy needs to die. Back at the police headquarters. So all in all, you have to agree it wasn't so bad. Hell, after Lister, the DA looks like our best friend. Don't let that smooth talker fool you. When you least expect it, he'll ask for a suspension. Hey, Calloway, in my office. Pronto. Pronto, eh? Been practicing your Spanish, Captain? Nice, real nice. That's the thanks I get for trying to save your ass? How's that? You heard that the witness to Big Head's killing is... You heard that the witness to Big Head's killing of Rapaz is too scared to come in to us, right? Right. So what? So he just called again. Says he'll meet with one cop, alone, at midnight, 8 p.m. on Fulton. Says he'll even let us tape a statement. You're in a lot of hot water, so I figured maybe you might want to be the one who meets the guy. This could be the lead we're looking for, and I think you can make this information work for you. You're right about that. Thanks, Captain. Thanks a lot. So, back in the captain's office, the witness from last night says that he wants to testify, but only with one cop, and he doesn't want anyone else, and I think this is a trap. And Calloway probably senses it too. So, you don't think the cop Neil Rapaz? No, it's not his style. He's a by-the-book cop. Oh man, you don't know the half of it. Now we return to our corrupt gang, and this is the attorney from before. I think his name was David, who is in cahoots with the DA's personal assistant. So we're forced to admit, however reluctantly, that it looks like Cincinnati is responsible. Well, we both know how much he envied you for having Rapaz on your payroll. I'm also hard-pressed to explain the apparent disappearance of Walter. Only this guy would have enough cash to bribe Walter away from me. Louie, Chris, come here. Yeah, boss, what do you want? So now, we're heading into mob territory. All the gangs in the city. Take Joey, David, and Frankie over to Cincinnati's restaurant and blast the hell out of everyone. And blast the hell out of every one of them within 10 miles of the place. I'm sorry if I pronounced his name wrongly. It's almost midnight, so they'll be closing up the place in just a few minutes. So you want we should go over there right now? Alright, so this guy, he orders his goons to kill some people. And he wants it to be done quickly. And the goons stupidly ask, oh, you want us to do it right now? And the question is so stupid that both of them are speechless. And they exchange glances, and then, no, you bleeping morons! I want you to go tomorrow, during the lunch hour rush! Now get the hell out of here! That don't seem too smart, going during lunch hour. Hey, he didn't get to be the boss by being stupid, so let's just do like he says. yeah. I will head back to this. Okay. Oh, thank you for coming. It's alright. The VOD is there on YouTube if you want to watch later. Thank you so much for dropping by. I am going to read some more. Thank you and have a good night. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye. Okay, so the sarcasm is lost on their goons. Midnight has just struck. But Henry Jew has yet to see another soul on the 8th pier. I must be crazy thinking I could strike a deal with these cops. They're probably surrounding me with a SWAT team, and 100 canines, and a riot squad. That is, if anyone shows up at all. And show up, Calloway does. So, it is not a trap, apparently. This guy, Henry, really does want to give a statement. Unfortunately, the moment he sees Calloway as a mask, he runs away screaming in fear. So, Calloway runs after him and yanks him into a corner and threatens him to talk. You and me, we're gonna be friends, right? And Henry nods in fear. And friends, well, they just don't squeal on their buddies, do they? And he shakes his head in fear. So, as your friend, I'm going to recommend you go home and get some rest right away. And don't talk to any strange policemen on your way. It could be bad for your health. Ah, wait a second, pal. Something in your manner tells me you still don't believe I'm your bosom buddy. Bosom buddy. So, to prove it, I'm gonna give you a little gift. What's your name? Henry. There you are, Henry. Use it in good health. So much for our witness. Now let's clean the city up. So, Calloway is convinced that without Henry's statement, there's no longer going to be anything that's going to damage his reputation or stop him from doing his vigilante justice. So, he spends the entire night cleaning up the city, as he calls it, getting rid of all the scumbags and the thugs and all the muggers and robbers that he can find. Cleaning up this crime-ridden burg requires limitless energy, and it's a busy, busy night for the masked vigilante. It is a night of vengeance, a night of mayhem, a night of terror, a night where he paints the town red, a night of good, clean fun. Oh my goodness, I love his expression. That is just beautiful. We should all strive to be as happy as him. It's also a night that takes its toll on Lieutenant Calloway. The next morning, he wakes up very, very exhausted. When he wears the mask, he is invulnerable, invincible. And it seems that he has limitless strength. But the moment he takes it off, he is just Calloway, exhausted by the power of the mask. Damn it, Lieutenant, you gotta get back home! What the hell are you talking about? I tried to reach you at home, tell you to call in sick, but I missed you. And if the captain thinks you're sick, he might let the whole thing slide. But if he sees you coming in this late, he'll blow a gasket. Look, Lionel, the fact is, I'm feeling pretty beat. So let's just go up and have a word with the old boy. The old boy is going to save you the trouble of coming out to see him. Oh, hi, Captain. And you see, Lionel... From Lionel's expression, he knows, this is gonna be bad. I got a call this morning from that witness you were supposed to meet last night. He's scared half to death. Says he won't talk to anybody. Says he's leaving town. What did you say to him, Calloway? How could you? How could you have followed this up again? Captain, the Moog never showed up last night. I was there for hours, and he never showed up. My guess is he just got cold feet. Is that your guess, Calloway? Well, that isn't my guess. Would you like to hear my guess? My guess is that somebody doesn't want our boy to talk to us. My guess is that the same somebody scared the piss out of him with threats so that he wouldn't talk. And my final guess is that somebody has got to be Bighead himself. Sounds good, but as you say, all guesses. That's right, only guesses. Which is why I'm assigning you to form a new task force to hunt down Bighead and get a few answers. And at this, Calloway gets furious. Are you out of your skull? Do you remember how many men got killed last time we encountered that guy? Your concern for our men is touching, but I doubt that's the real reason you don't want to go up against Bighead again. I think the truth is you're afraid of him. Not afraid for your men, just plain chicken. Oh, very funny guy. Then why don't you do it? You are trying to rile him up on purpose. You're wrong there, fat boy. The truth is, if Bighead did kill Rapaz, the only reason we should hunt him down is so we can pin a freaking medal on his chest. And I'll tell you something, Captain. You try and go after Bighead, they won't be able to scrape enough of you off the street to soil a diaper. Easy, man. Take it easy. Get your frigging hands off of me, you brown-nosing flunky. What? That's it, mister. Get your ass home on the double. And I'm docking you a day's pay as well. Stuff it, Tubby. So you can see that this guy, rampant internal problems. He doesn't even think of people dying. Are you just gonna send all the cops to their deaths? You know exactly how dangerous it is to hunt after Bighead. And you're still telling him to do that? Good lord. What a shitty dude. What a crappy dude. Afraid, what a laugh. That fat pig would have a heart attack if he knew the truth. At least 10 dozen hostages. Say, what's this? And so, as Calloway tries to return home, he turns on his radio, his car radio, and he listens to a report. Apparently, the whole debacle stems from an alleged mob dispute, but further details are sketchy. Why the gunman decided to attack Angelo Cincinnati here during the lunch hour rush is anybody's guess. Man, I told you I was making a mistake coming here now. Shut up! Frankie, head back to the John and keep an eye on the windows. Sure thing, Louie. Alright. Wait, I need to laugh. Okay, so basically... I can't stop laughing. Alright, the thugs from this scene, right? From this scene, they actually took this, okay? Took this. I want you to go tomorrow during the lunch hour rush. They actually took that seriously and they didn't understand sarcasm at all. And here they are, attacking the restaurant at lunch hour, where you have normal people who have nothing to do with the whole mobster thing. Oh god, they do not have brains, these people. And so, the reporter, so as far as we know, none of the hostages, wait a second, I'm getting a report, and it looks like, yes it is. The beleaguered Lieutenant Calloway has just arrived on the scene. It appears that the lieutenant is going to attempt to enter the restaurant unarmed in an effort to negotiate the release of the hostages. Well, folks, in light of what I've just witnessed, and in spite of the accusations against him, I can only say one thing. There goes one brave cop. Yeah, either very brave, or very stupid, or very, very clever. They did as they were told, stupid, but also respect for their ability to follow orders. But they're so stupid. It's so stupid. Alright, so here Kathy is watching the news where Calloway enters the restaurant. Come on, boys, you got me. Let the others go. You must think we're some kind of idiots, cop. Well, yes, you are an idiot. Both of you are giant buffoons. Chris, take him into the kitchen and tie him up. Don't come back out here. I'll be in to talk with you in a minute, pal. I can hardly wait. Get in there, you friggin' wise ass. Whack! And then the moment Calloway enters, he punches the crap out of this guy. That dirty bum! I'll murderize the creep. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna have your chance. You're dead meat, cop. You really needed to relax, mon ami. Yay, puns. Lame puns. Calloway appears as the mask. And a whole mess of these babies, a dose of industrial strength sleeping pills. So he didn't kill them because his reputation is at stake right now, since they are reporters outside the restaurant. But instead he puts them to sleep. So here we are stuck, and Cincinnati ain't even here. What was the boss thinking of sending us here during this time of day? He's not sending you during this time of day. He said something else. He said to go last night, not today. Oh my goodness. Hey, stupid. We're supposed to stay out here and keep watch. And let those guys glom all the food? No way. Oh boy. It's good, Joey. Have some. Where the hell is everybody? Louie! Dave! Hey, David! Someone ace Louie! Dave! Dave! Dave, you gotta wake up, David! We gotta get out of here! Dave has already gone unconscious. Oh, Mom's gonna kill me when she finds out. You're his brother? And now, Senor Toro, you give me your best shot. Calloway appears. Ole! Was that? So, while this random dude is in the crapper, Calloway is having a nice fight with the mobsters. Stupidness runs in their family, it seems. Poor mama. Stupiditis, yeah, exactly. Some people are just born with it. Ole! Holy crap! They got Chris. Oh, okay, you're not an innocent dude. You're also one of them. So this guy is knocked unconscious, and this guy is trying to shoot Calloway. But of course, we all know that's not gonna work. Well, this is it, wise guy. Indeed it is, my friend, the moment of truth. So, at the front you have this guy, and at the back you have another guy, and both of them are gonna shoot each other. But Calloway is gonna take advantage of that. And so, my friend, I bid you a fond howdy! And just like that, both of them shoots each other without realizing that they are shooting, well, each other. Boom. And a nice hole right in Calloway's chest. Of course, he's unharmed. Or maybe I should have said goodbye. And so, the whole restaurant debacle ends. Amazing but true, Detective Calloway has managed to bring about the safe release of all the hostages here at Tintini's restaurant. I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm so sorry. And here he comes now. Well, I guess this will show the captain who's afraid. So now, Calloway's reputation, which has taken a dive, has recovered after this incident. Lieutenant Calloway, do you think this will help to shift the focus from your present no comment? Is it true that the two of the gunmen actually shot each other? No comment. Will you run for public office? Wow. No comment. I can't comment on that. I figured he'd be here. I'll just play it cool. Calloway! Hey, Captain. How you doing? How I'm doing? The chief, the police commissioner, and the mayor have been chewing on my ass for the last hour. How the hell do you think I'm doing? But, Captain, shut up! That was quite a little show you put on, Calloway. Too bad for you, the mayor isn't a Charles Bronson fan. Well, what does that mean? Is that supposed to mean something? Also, this guy is such an asshole. Like, come on. Okay? Just, like, a lot of innocent people are saved. You're such an asshole, man. Well, that's why you're a tub of lard. You don't do anything. You just sit in your, you just sit on your ass in your stupid ass office, and you do nothing but scream at people who actually have to do something. There's no room for vigilante justice on this police force. Well, if you didn't do anything, then what about the people there? They're gonna die. And I don't want to hear about what a friggin' hero you are. All I want from you now is your gun, your buzzer, and a letter of your resignation. Well, there you have it. In an ironic twist of fate, Lieutenant Calloway's career now seems, indeed, over. To think he subdued 5 murderous thugs only. 5 brainless jerks is more like it. Well, Bonneville, what do you think of your by-the-book cop now? Alright, so we return to the corrupt attorney and also the mobster dude. Oh, Charles Bronson was an actor who mostly played in the action movies, says the wiki. Oh, that's why. Okay, I get it. I get what he's trying to say. Okay, thank you. That's why. Oh, I see. So now the mobsters have seen what has happened on the TV. Brainless jerks, yep. How can they do this to me? We return back to Calloway, who is fired. How can they do this to me? Not even an Israeli commando squad could do a better job than me. So what, right? I mean, what do I care if I have to resign? It's not the end of the world. Hell, who am I kidding? Being a cop means everything to me. Aw, feel bad for him. Well, at least I have the comfort of knowing things can't get any worse. Things can't get any worse. Never jinx anything. Because now, it's getting worse. Alright, Calloway, hand it over. Catherine, you heard me, Lieutenant. I want my mask. She is back and she already knew what's going on. But before we move on, I would like to say I feel really bad for Lieutenant Calloway. Because, you know, as bad as the mask is, during this entire time, he's just one lone guy fighting corruption, fighting evil men, fighting thugs, fighting the public, you know, the masses, with the journalists, fighting what else? the corrupt police force fighting his um, stupid captain who just doesn't want to actually uphold justice. This guy never has any like evil intentions. He doesn't care for too much glory. He is a lonesome anti-hero. Yep. All he wants to do is, save the little people. People like us, people who can't do anything. We don't have power, we don't have money, and we are at the mercy of those who have money and power and who want to take advantage of others using that very same money and power. And now, all he got from it is his reputation down the drain, and he got fired from the job that he has always wanted. The job that means everything to him. See, he says a cop means everything to me. So, I find it really sad. And it is the kind of stuff that happens in our daily life. So it's even sadder because, it really does happen. It's not something fantastical. Stuff like this happens every day. It makes me feel sentimental. But anyways, moving on. Catherine has arrived and she knows that Calloway is using that mask. All I can say is, I'm sorry. What about those men you killed? You can't just apologize that way. Those men were scumbags, exactly, I agree. Every last one of them tried to kill me or somebody else before I killed them. The world's a better place without them, correct. Some people in this world, maybe it's a bit too extremist for me, but the thing is, in life, it's not all happy, fun, and games. And there are some people would see you die and they would laugh about it. They would think it's funny. They would make you suffer just because they can, and they would think it's funny. Some people are just unsolvageable, and some people deserve to be punished. But yes, anyways, Katie said that's just what the news said. But you don't know how this thing warps your mind, twists your judgment. Actually, I do. You do? All I ever bleh. My voice, I need to drink. Oh man, I might need to end the stream after like a few chapters, after a few pages, because I cannot talk anymore. You do? All I ever wanted to do was clean up the town a little. Blah, 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 blah. So Kathy tells Calloway that while what he's doing is more or less a good thing because he's punishing, chapter should be finished soon. Oh, I see. But yeah, Katie says that the mask will eventually twist your judgment and make you insane. I got it. We'll form a partnership. A what? You're afraid to keep it yourself, which makes sense. The fact is, it's too dangerous to entrust to any one person, right? So Calloway locks the mask inside the drawer. It's not gonna last. Definitely not gonna last. I mean, it's just a tiny key. You can just, unlock the drawer with like some tools, which he definitely has. Here, this is the only key to that drawer. Now, if I ever think that the mask can be useful, I'll have to contact you to get at it. Blah. Blah, 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 blah. And if you think I'm wrong, just don't give me the key, which makes us partners. Well, trust me, Kathy. Don't trust him, Kathy. Look at that smile. He knows what he's doing. He can easily take it out. This thing is too valuable to just throw into the river. Now, how about some dinner? Nah, he's gonna take it. And make sure he don't put too much mayonnaise on it this time. Alright, we return to the cops. Suddenly, someone flies from the glass of donut fear. Or whatever restaurant it is, and it scares the crap out of the cops because, wow, that came out of nowhere. Walter returns, and look at this, okay? Maybe it's just the lighting, but I think it's also a bit of a foreshadowing. Walter, his skin is blue. Alright? He doesn't look human. And his face, there are so many like stitches on it. He's definitely not human. Definitely not human. So Walter is fighting a bunch of goons, a bunch of mafia. Try to look at this from my perspective. I was led to believe that you were under Miss Chinchini's employ. Ah, so they thought that Walter was siding with with their opponents, and they tried to kill him. So I would never have put a contract out on you if I knew that you were still one of us. So this guy, they're trying to kill him, but he is unkillable. As far as I can see, my only error was doubting your loyalty, that, and hiring a lousy killer. Oh, buddy. Buddy, he is not lousy at all. Not at all. So Walter grabs the guy's face and smashes him right on the table, crushes his skull. And he keeps crushing the skull until there's nothing left of his head, except, aside from mush. Oh boy. Freeze, mister! So the police arrive. And I have to applaud their courage for being able to react to this and not, peeing in their pants, because seeing someone crushing someone's skull in real time, that has to be one of the most freaky thing to you would ever witness in your life. My gosh. Look, there's nothing left of his head. He's basically just bits and pieces of meat and blood. And Walter it does what they tell him to. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. What are you, Walter? Look at his eyes, the way he looks. He doesn't say a word. And what's wrong with his nose? Man, you look so uncanny. A week passes, maybe more. And Calloway returns to his office after he gets sacked because he's going to take his stuff. And they have a nice heart-to-heart talk between each other because they're bros. Me first, okay? I just want to say I'm sorry for the things I said to you on the steps last week. You know, when he called Lionel a brown-nosing flunky. I haven't been myself lately. Yeah, you haven't. You haven't at all. Things just got out of control, as I'm sure you've noticed. Forget about it. Happens to all of us. But take a look at this. We found it on Bonneville's body. You heard he was killed, right? Sure, what's the big deal? Lister must hand out hundreds of these. But that's Lister's home phone number written on there. I'm keeping my eye on that skunk. Maybe you're not officially a cop anymore, but you want me to call you if anything weird happens? Aw, this guy is such a bro. So yes, Stephen Lister, District Attorney's Office, the assistant. Now we have at least they have a bit of clue of Lionel's. Stephen's involvement with the mobster, so they can nab him. And so Calloway says, "Yeah, let me know what you find." Oh, Walter's here. I want to thank you for meeting us on such short notice, Judge Daly. Anything to save the taxpayers' money. Now, let's get down to business. Oh my goodness, you guys are all corrupt. Jeez. So, Stephen is here, together with Walter. Your Honor, the District Attorney's Office feels the grand jury's indictment was overly harsh. In spite of the defendant's prior convictions, we are anxious to avoid a lengthy and potentially unjust trial. Man, screw you, Stephen. My client is lucky to be alive, and probably wouldn't be if he hadn't acted as he did. I trust me, I think he's gonna be alive. I think he's still gonna be alive, even if he's shot or electrocuted or burned from the inside out, because I don't know what this guy is. However, he has decided to plead guilty to criminally negligent homicide and relies on the wisdom of the court for a fair sentence. All these words. They mean nothing. Yes, perhaps a light sentence is indicated. I think 1.5 to 3 years. The DA recommends early release, Your Honor. Duly noted, Mr. Lister. Be sure to inform the police department of the results of this session. Of course, Your Honor. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. These two. They're in cahoots. Look at that. That stupid, smug expression and that little okay. God, these two are just... Ugh. Okay, we return to Kathy. If I keep getting home this late, I'm going to have to quit my job. Well, what do you know? Someone called. Katie, this is Lieutenant Kellaway. I just got a call from Lionel, and there's a rat bastard I've got to take care of right away. This is really important, so call me as soon as you get home. He sure sounded angry. Good thing I've still got the key to that drawer. Now that he's had time to cool off, think about it for a while. I'm sure I can talk him out of using the mask. Ah. You see? That key isn't gonna stop anything. You can easily, destroy the desk just to open the drawer, and that's exactly what he did. Kellaway returns with the mask once more. Okay, I want to read the next chapter, even though my voice is running out, but I still want to read the next chapter. So, Steven is our victim this time. Can't wait to get home and sink into the old jacuzzi. Oh, you have a jacuzzi, huh? Bastard. What's better, driving music, George Michael, or Robert Cray? Well, if it ain't Mr. Lister, the human blister. Oh, man. Kellaway is here for his vengeance, and to kill you, you rat bastard. I know you're a busy man, but you'll make time for me, won't you? Somebody help me, he's going to kill me. Help! Oh, now you want people to help you. You know what? You deserve this. Come on, get the lead out. I repeat, the big head murderer has been cited. Requesting substantial backup. Stephen Lister, Assistant District Attorney. And Kellaway smashes Stephen through the glass door. And Stephen's bleeding. Swanky office. Now let's get down to business, shall we? It's only a matter of time before the cops have arrived near the district attorney's office. Here's what we know, Captain. Big Head has taken the assistant DA hostage, and it looks like he has roughed him up some, which proves he ain't such a bad guy after all. Haha, Lionel. You're a regular riot, Lionel. No shortage of laughs with you around. Yeah, thank you. Alright, Big Head, we know you're in there. We'll give you 60 seconds to come out. Then we're coming in after you. Hey, if you're in such a hurry, there's a Jean down at the city hall. That's it. At the city hall too, you know? Perfect. Nice zinger. What's this all about? What do you think you're going to find? Stephen says in a very cowardly manner. I'm gonna give him the most cowardly voice that I can. Look at his face. He looks terrified. Wait, can I zoom in? No, I can't zoom in properly, yeah. Never mind. But he looks terrified. You know, Stevie, for a lawyer, you're a pretty damn awful liar. Where can it be? Fourth break. Yes. Obviously, it's gonna be behind the flag. The flag of freedom. Now, this really burns me up, Steve. Taking advantage of my patriotism like this. Yeah, it's terrible of you, Steve. No, that's not mine. No. The previous tenant must have installed it. Never even knew about it. Certainly, I have no idea what the combination may be. Combination? I don't need no stinking combination. Where the hell did that came from? Yeah, suddenly, out of the blue, this thing comes out. Well, Steven, even I don't know. Just accept it as it is. So here, Kellaway is destroying the safe to get proof for all of Stevie's corruption, I suppose. Also, his tie, you know, it looks like, what is this? It's a really ugly pattern. It looks like it has poop on it. Like, I'm not saying that it looks like poop. I'm saying that it literally has, like, poop patterns on it. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. So here, we have the mobsters. The recent loss of 2 favorite employees leaves us highly motivated to hire a new, let's say, insurance adjuster. I believe you'll find our benefits to be highly competitive. Oh, hey, you can't go in there. Don Mozzo. Oh, now I know his name. Mozzo. So the mobster is Don Mozzo. Don Mozzo, I've got to talk to you. Well, now that you've interrupted, what is so important? I'm sorry, but it's the assistant DA. The police radio says he's been taken hostage in his own office. Well, that's what the city has police for, no? But Don, he's helped us so much getting our pads out, and now with Walter. We're not just going to turn our backs on him, are we? Why not? With any luck, the next assistant DA will be a little less expensive. And this is why you don't be friends with these people. They don't give a crap about you. They give a crap about saving their asses. But when something's happened to you, well, they're not gonna help you at all. Look at that stupid smug expression. I just wanna smash his face through a wall. Ugh. Okay. I think there's something in my YouTube chat. I'm gonna check for a bit. Last time I forgot to look at it at all. So I forgot to look at it, and then I missed replying to someone. I only reply after 2 hours. I'm so sorry. Okay, there's nothing. Alright, continuing with the comic. Alright, get ready to cover me. Yeah, like these guns are gonna scare him. Lionel knows. Freeze! The fuzz is here. What the frick? Oh, nice. So we see Stevie wrapped up like a gift in the flag of freedom and justice. Hey, this is the junk me and the lieutenant sees in the Rapaz bus. What's it doing here? And maybe you can tell me where all this cash came from, Lister. Or will I find all the answers in this little notebook? So, Stevie's busted. Stevie is busted. You know what, Stevie? You're lucky you're not dead. But that's probably what Calloway wanted. He doesn't want to kill you. He wants your reputation to go down the drain. And he wants you screwed. Alright, so they have proof against Stephen Lister, the corrupt attorney, but this guy, he doesn't care. He wants to be locked up because he doesn't want to go near the mask. Look at it. Look at his face. That is a face of fear. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That is a face of someone who has seen a lot of stuff that you don't want to see. Did you see my notebook? All the appointments I made with Don Mozzo and his lawyers? That's my handwriting. I'm guilty. Lock me up and throw me away forever. Throw away the key. Feed me bread and water. Only please, keep that maniac away from me. So this tub of lard, he thinks, oh, maybe this thing is fake. No, it's not fake. He's already admitted to it. And you have me to thank. Looks like he will never recover from the shock. Yep. He's gonna be traumatized his entire life. And you have me to thank, gentlemen. Please, hold back your applause. I know you'd like to show your appreciation, but I can think of a far more constructive outlet for it. This Lieutenant Calloway, he's a good guy, but you've really been giving him the shaft of late. I'm not saying he's perfect, but then, who is? Maybe you put in a good word. Maybe you put in a good word for him, with the commissioner. Try and get the old boy reinstated. I'd consider that an awfully nice gesture. Really? Really, Calloway, you're gonna say that? What if they think you're in cahoots with this guy? Alright, boys. Immolate the son of a bitch. Wow. Riot squad on. Guns ablaze. And so they tried to shoot him, but nothing happens. Also, by the way, this panel is so cool. This is such a cool panel. Look at that. He doesn't look insane or maniacal. Just, you know, tired. And just very grim. Oh, man. That is so good. So the police try to shoot Calloway when he is wearing the mask, but of course nothing happens. And he is shocked. You know something, guys? I've always felt the guns are stressed far too much in our culture. How about you? He looks like an 80s action hero who's had enough. Yeah, exactly. Probably that's the inspiration of the mask. He is tired, and Lionel does a facepalm because he knows that was stupid of him. Stupid of you, Captain. Stupid of you. He doesn't die. He's not gonna die. He cannot die. Jeez. Next time, listen to your subordinates when they talk about him to you, moron. So, Calloway beats the crap out of them. Well, he doesn't kill them, but he just beats the crap out of them. And Tubby Captain is in shock, as you can see from his face. He just stood there. All those guns did nothing. Isn't that what me and Calloway told you? Did you think we were lying? Calloway, that's right. He knows all about the guy. Why don't we call him? Because you fired him, remember? Moron. Oh man, look at his face. He looks just like what Stevie looked like just now. Traumatized. Well, you deserve it, you tub of lard. 'Cause you fired him. Never tried vehicular assault on the guy before. Might as well give it a shot. Go for it, Lionel. It's not gonna work, but I admire your courage. We should all try new things. So Lionel tries to run over Calloway, but he fails, and Calloway slams his axe down on the car. And the car crumbles. And Calloway grabs tub of lard. Look, I had to order my men to shoot at you. It's my job to enforce the law. Oh, now you want to enforce the law. Ah. Excuse me. Well, I need to eat. I've already eaten, but... Anyways, moving on, okay. So Calloway grabs... I forgot the captain's name, but I'm just gonna say captain. He has a name, but I completely forgot about it. Calloway grabs his captain and tells him, I thought your job was to test taste down at Donut Fair. Yeah, me too. And it looks like you've been putting in too much overtime. Yeah, ate a lot, huh? And the captain runs. Come back here, you flabby eunuch. However, Lionel grabs him and tries to smack him. Well, whack him. Yeah, you're a regular hard guy with all your weapons, but I want to see how you measure up with your fists. That's it. That is, if you're man enough. Come on, Lionel, don't tempt fate, man. God, I love his face. And so Calloway fights back. Man enough? Man enough? I'll show you who's man enough. And he beats the crap out of Lionel. And he is not holding back at all. Think you're tough, big man? Let's see how tough you are. And so, he attempts to kill Lionel, only to stop at the very last minute. Only to realize it. Good God, what am I doing? See, this is his conscience. But then suddenly, the mask tells him, you just let me handle this my way. Trust me, this guy's nothing but trouble. No, it's you. You're nothing but trouble. You. And Calloway now realizes the dangers of the mask, just like what Catherine has told him. He quickly pulls away the dynamite from Lionel and runs. And explodes and disappears. And thankfully, Lionel he survives, even though he's heavily injured. And Mr. Tub of Lard here, he didn't get punched at all. I am very, very dissatisfied with that. I wish he gets punched, gets injured a bit. Maybe he goes into the ER or something. But no, he's unscathed. That is not fair. I hate it. I wish he gets punched or beaten up in some way or capacity, because he deserves it. This guy just makes life tough for everyone for no freaking reason. Jeez. And so the ending. A few hours later, after the 6 o'clock news. Damn it, Calloway, I know you're in there. I want my mask back and none of your fast-talking bull this time. You obviously won't accept it, but that thing is too dangerous for anybody to own. So I'm going to put it somewhere where no one will ever get at it again. Not even you. The mask will return. Okay, and finally, this is the last page for this chapter, the ending of Calloway's arc. Calloway, realizing that the mask is just as dangerous as Kathy told him, actually buries the mask in cement in his basement so that he can never ever get it ever again. And you can see that. You can look at his face. This is the face of someone who realizes that, things have gone down the drain. You cannot play with this mask. He has understood the horrors of it, how much it will corrupt him. Thank you for being with me until now. Thank you so much. I will end right now, but just a few more comments. I think this panel is really beautiful. It shows how traumatized he has become, how the mask has affected him badly after constant use. So, will he use the mask again? Can someone actually get the mask back after it's been buried so deeply inside cement? Well, we will never know. But from what the comic says, the mask will return. The mask will definitely return, and someone's gonna get it back. And that's the end of today's read-along stream for the Mask comics. Yay! And I'm going to end it now, and I will continue this hopefully next week. I've spoken so much that my voice. So let's go. Boom. All right. We are back. Thank you for the fun stream. Oh, thank you. You're welcome, man. But thank you so much for joining me. I'm very, very happy to read this with someone with yeah. I'm just very, very happy I could read it with people, with everyone. I really wanted to show this comic for a very long time, and I wanted to do a read along of this. So yeah. That's all for today. Thank you so much. Again, thank you so much for coming. I really enjoyed myself, and I hope you enjoyed yourself too. Prince of Beast. And if it's possible, if you can come and join me for another read along next time. I think I will do this the same day next week. Feel free to join. And with that, I will end the stream. Once again, thank you so much for everyone who has come. Yeah, I'll see you all later. Bye-bye. Okay, and stream and see ya!